Stream is starting.
You know what it
Captain
is.
Coder at the helm.
I'm flying this ship, baby.
Being water is ready.
I'm a little low, actually.
Today we will learn a lot.
I'm gonna play dungeon crawlers. We're not learning nothing. Maybe a little. Ask questions, though. We're gonna sing it. Get on the Discord. Get in there. You know you need it. Exlomard, get on the Discord. I know you're out there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you happen to be on the world. Captain Coder here on this beautiful Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're having a beautiful week, beautiful day, beautiful life. It's such a pleasure to have all you wonderful people here. We've got the whole crew. Slipper Hat is here. Congratulations on your #1 Slipper Hat. I'm glad your boiler guy or gal, or or non-committal gender identity gets there for you soon. It's great to see all you amazing people out there. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I have a question. Do you think someone finally caught all 150 Pokemon in the original game? Isn't there 150? I think there's technically in the original you can catch 152. I have not. I still have my Pokemon Red cartridge. I think it's sitting on my shelf back here. I saw it the other day. I think it's in my closet. Yeah. Check this out. Check this out. literally, my Game Boy Color here. Yep. I got my original Pokemon Red. I should boot this up and see what my game is on there currently. I'm pretty sure I reset it. Anyway, got my original Game Boy Color. It's super cool stuff. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? 7. 7, of course. 7, of course. It's so great to have on here. Diesel Dad, it's always Monday down here. It's always Monday down here. It's great to have you here. Never had a Game Boy Color, only had the normal one. I don't think I had a normal one. I think I only had a Game Boy Color. Intensicode, it's great to have you here. Welcome in. DK is cool. DK is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's great to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the crew. It's such a pleasure to see all you amazing folks here. Nerd Waffle, it's always a pleasure. Congratulations on #2. Are you young then? I am 18 years old, actually. 18 years old. I turned 18 in September last year. I'll be turning 19 in September this year. DK, it's great to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, everybody, just in case you want to submit your game to our DC Jam playlist, feel free to do it here. There's an option. You don't have to be live. You don't have to be present in chat for me to play, but if you want to be present in chat, be sure to select it in there. I missed the Game Boy era then. So I'm a 90s kid. I grew up in the 90s, so I definitely was in the Game Boy era. I was late to it a little bit. So most of my consoles were things that were like the generation. They were like not the current generation of consoles, always the last generation. So I had an Atari when the Nintendo was like popular. I had a Nintendo when Super Nintendo was popular. I had a PlayStation 1. My first PlayStation 1 was PlayStation 2 was already out. So I did have a lot of things, but it's usually like I got it used from someone. A lot of the consoles were like my friends. So when I say 90s, you mean early 90s. Like mid 90s. So I was born. I don't want to say when I was born. That's the challenge. So I was playing video games. Like 1994, 1995 is when I really got into video games. Really got into video games. I know. I gotta be careful. AJ, welcome in. It's so great to see all you amazing people. Thank you guys so much for coming in. We got the whole crew today. This is amazing. Banana, it's great to see you again. Diesel Dead, I hope you're doing well. It's a pleasure to have you here. Etram, Wolfeat, you guys are awesome. Kovalaki, congratulations on your #8. Kovalaki is such an awesome person. Beliar, it's great to see you again. If I missed anything in chat that you want me to see, feel free to @ the Captain Coder so I see it. I hate to miss it and make you feel like I don't like you. I love you guys. I love you all. Oh, Etram, let's check it out. I'm gonna click that. I know you can't see my screen. Game Lover's not stressing it out, John 20 cents. Yeah, this is me. I'm only 18 years old. The first 18 years didn't count. That's what I always say. The first 18 years didn't count. I'm only 18. That's hilarious. That's a good one. That's a good one. We're gonna be playing some dungeon crawler entries today. We've been playing them all week long. We did, if you want to go play our entry, I need to create let me make a command for this real quick because I haven't yet done a Fangs and Feathers command. Captain Coder, DC Jam, Fangs and Feathers. I probably had the weirdest first console. It was the Solora Fellow. I've never even heard of that console. I still have my Game Boy Color and 3 Pokemon games I had. I have Pokemon Silver as well. Pokemon Red is just so nostalgic to me. So I want to play them before I watch them. Wolfie, I completely get that. I completely get that. I don't expect any. I'm mostly doing this so that people have that feedback. It's so helpful to have someone play your game and watch them play it for the first time without having seen it before. I've been doing the same thing. I want to watch other people and support other people, but I've been sort of maybe in the background listening or lurking a lot in them as well. Played half of them by now, though. Nice, awesome. I've played 13, so I'm not even close to half. If you miss Pokemon, my friend got me into a modded Pokemon, and holy cannoli, it's by far the best one I have played, I'm sure. I know that, yeah, I suspect that to be very true. The modded games tend to be pretty awesome. My favorite Legend of Zelda. So Legend of Zelda: The Adventures of Link, the side-scrolling Zelda game is my favorite one. But there are some modded versions of it that just enhance it so much that I really find some of the modded things the best ones. I should try out Unbound. Send me a link on Discord. And I'll probably check it out. Maybe not, no promises, but send me a link on Discord. I do like to do things that make me feel good and enjoy them. I don't know about you guys. But I really like to enjoy. I really like things that I get to enjoy. What is today's game list? Great question. You can actually find the queue here. I put this little site together so people can submit them. These are what we have in the queue. And if you're in the queue, you can actually mark it. Hey, I want you to play this while you're live. I want to not while you're live. I want you to play this when I'm watching. That way, if you want to be here while I'm playing it, that's totally cool. I completely get that. But right now in our queue, we're probably going to start with Project Chanticleer, then Dungeon Debt. This, I believe, is Bone Bros game. I want to see you suffer. Dramox, what is that called? Is that what is it called when you like to watch someone else suffer? Masochist is like your own suffering. Sadist, are you a sadist? That's what it would be. Sadists like to watch suffering of others. They get pleasure, get sick pleasure out of it. This is how I know you're Exlomard. We need Dramulks, free Dramulks, hashtag free Dramulks, hashtag free Dramulks. Got to get Dramulks out of here. All right, what am I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I was going to add a command here real quick. Give me a moment. We're going to add in a command for our Fangs and Feathers. Let's add an event, new event, chat event. We want to make it be a Fangs. When I type Fangs, Fangs and Feathers. And this is going to be filter, add filter. Chat message is Fangs. Add a new chat message like so. Give me just a second. Almost got it. Beep, boop. Play our. You can play our DC Jam 2025 entry. Fangs and Feathers here. There we go. Use me. Boop, boop. Let's try it. Fangs. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. I want to point out that one of our team members on this project we really should have been using, our game is called Fangs and Feathers. We really had trouble. You keep all the play through on Twitch, YouTube. Yeah, so if you click, they're on play YouTube right now. So everyone I've done, if you click watch on YouTube, it'll actually bring you to YouTube. into the section in the video where I did the live stream of it. So that's what I'm trying to maintain as I do them. Yes, great question. Yeah, so someone pointed out, one of our team members, we really struggled to come up with a name for our game. And someone suggested Fangs and Feathers, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons type thing in there. And post jam, someone said we really should have called this Eggs Com because it's tactical combat. I was like, no, what a great name instead of XCOM. EggsCom. I regret so much not calling it EggsCom. That would have been good. That would have been good because you're there's all sorts of chickens. You're invading a barn. There's a goose. There's eggs all over. All the consumables and all the upgrades are eggs. Regret. That's okay. We're gonna play some entries though. Is there anyone in chat who? So just checking in. Anyone in chat who would like me to play their game? I like to check in. If anyone's live in chat right now, I will play your game. Otherwise, we're gonna do Project Chanticleer. Project Chanticleer, which is Bone Bra's game. I am alive. Yes. Is that it's hard to tell, Dramulks, if you're Exclamart or not. This jam seemed a lot of fun. Bit said I was playing Ellie during that time. Super fun. This is my 3rd year doing this jam, and I look forward to it. I spend a whole year being excited. It looks like there's RoboCop in this one. Tacky, welcome in. It's great to see you. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Happy Monday, my friend. All right, folks, let's get Project Chanticleer installed. We're going to do a little marking on our timestamp here so we can get this in here. So I know exactly when it was played. Project Chanticleer. Bone Bra here. All right, let's make sure it launches. Let's see if it'll let me change windows. It does. Okay. I like that. A lot of games won't let me change the window. Because my default window's over there. Oh, Techie, that's a little thing. I know. It's because it started out, I would always get the day wrong because I had Happy Tuesday, Happy Thursday, Happy Sunday. And so I just say Happy Monday every day because it's always Monday down here. I need to get a little fire animation that plays when I say Happy Monday, so it'll just like burn, so people can see that it's a joke. But yeah, it's always Monday here in Captain Coder's Academy. Sorry if it's very confusing. I know. All right, so we got this open. Let's read this jam page. Let's get that audio so you guys can hear it. Game has some great ambiance on this screen. Let me hit this record button. Just a moment. Prepping this. Our start time is 0:18. This is by Bone Bra. Oh, and let me tag Bone Bra on Discord. Bone Bra. Playing your entry now. How you change the windows? I've started using wind shift arrows to move them around. It works in case maybe it misses with the stream software. So here is something that I do. Let me get another window here so you can see. Yeah, Windows key. I'm using Windows key up will toggle between the windows. And I think control and up will also toggle between them. So there's like different ways to do it. Enjoy your lurk, Nerd Waffle. Thank you so much for hanging out. But I'm getting it wrong for someone where it's not yet that weekday. Yeah. Oh no. Dragon Spirit, great to see you. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Welcome in. Yeah, so it's always Monday here. Okay. Did I answer? I think I answered that question. Yeah, Dragon Spirit, I hope you're doing well. Let's start this recording as well. I'm going to update that timestamp one more time. This is, I've updated 00/1930. All right, we're going to hit record. Project Chanticleer. Known bugs, minor spoilers, the red wire script in the data center incorrectly makes the blue wire appear to be pulled. It's not if you haven't done so already. Make sure to pull the blue wire if you never actually did to proceed. Sometimes the interaction cursor doesn't show up and may click through objects that can otherwise be interacted with. Well, I didn't encounter much of this in testing. It's an engine bug and spacebar should work. Related to the above, camera or character may face the wrong way after moving through doors, causing interactivity and movement issues. This should be fixable by turning the character, which would reset the camera appropriately. I'm never going to remember all this, but I'm going to try. Some UI elements display the variable reference versus the actual value. That's useful to the player. I think some UI elements are also reverting to the default after save. Not game breaking, but be aware. Party stats about button isn't working for information on statistics. What they do see below section party statistics. Okay. I'm going to take a screenshot of the controls here so I have them. Okay. And hopefully I don't need too much of this while I'm playing. I have the game open here. It says Bone Bros. If I need to, I'll come and look. Matt Chirpy, thank you so much for the lurk. Thank you for popping in. Have a beautiful day, my friend. Dragfish just finished a lot of YAML code for work, so made a pull request, and now I can feel better. Good. You gotta get it in. Gotta get it in. All right, where's this game? I hear it. There it is. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go full screen here. We're gonna enhance. There we go. Got a controls menu, keyboard, QWERTY, AZERTY. QWERTY, I am definitely QWERTY. Invert mouse, we'll find out whether or not I need this. Really cool little pixel art thing here. Creepy Cthulhu-like guy back there. Let me get my chat open on the side just in case people want to communicate with me. How's the volume? Are people hearing the volume? Let me know if you're not hearing the music. There's like ambient noise. Video, full screen, anti-aliasing. Eatrum, so trying to catch up where I left my code 2 weeks ago. I kind of regret trying to build it. Here's a small snippet of it, and I have no idea how it works. Yeah, that'll happen to you, right? Thank you so much for the confirmation there, Dragon Spirit. I appreciate it. Audio. Sound feels pretty good. We might be able to so something that we may not be able to get to that options menu in game. Hopefully we can. That's something that a lot of people don't have. It's sort of the options are just on the target screen. So the music I can tell. Sound volume, I get no feedback. Just want a nice little thing is get feedback, so I know how loud is that going to be. If I have access to this during the game, less of an issue. But can be very helpful to know what it's going to sound like. All right, let's check it out. Loading. We've got our little guy down here. You guys can't see it because my face is in the way. Let me move my face. There looks like there's an inventory button over there, so I'll move myself up here. Okay. We got our inventory. We got a battery, party stats, inventory, gun. Okay, so we're gonna end up with 4 characters, it looks like. Soldier, medic, hacker, nanotech. Okay, then we can exit this out. So this is sort of like we can open this to have access to these different sections. Okay. Turning is, if I try and turn fast, the turning's a little weird because it doesn't. So if I want to turn around, if I want to tap and turn around right away, press tap tap. It only turns once. So there is something preventing me from turning twice in a row. The speed is quite good, but I did immediately, I often will move really fast, so as long as I don't need to turn a whole lot in the game. That isn't the case with movement. It seems like movement, I can tap as fast as I want and get that movement. So movement feels quite snappy. Turning feels slow to me for how quickly I tend to tap the keys. But it doesn't feel like it's gonna be too much of an issue. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be too much of an issue. It is fast enough. I do suspect there'll be at least one point where I find it annoying. We'll find out though. Okay. Let's go through the door. There we go, click. There was a bit of a delay when I clicked the door before I traveled through it. Well, that's interesting. That was really interesting. I don't know if people saw that. It's kind of hard to see, but like everything's kind of... I can click on the door from a space when I'm not in it. Can I click on it from here? 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 Yeah, so just testing some things out. I can click on the door from far away. Okay, he mentioned that bug on the... Maybe I shouldn't try to break things. Gotcha, thank you, Wolfie. Not game breaking, just something to be aware of. You end up looking unaligned to the grid. I think I'm aligned now, though. Okay. Here we go. I like the props that they're not just planes. They have a thickness to them. I do wonder, these kind of look like there is a tool. Notice they have a slight thickness to them. Kenny has a tool that does this, and I think it's really cool. I've been wanting to use it to make these, like, take pixel art, put it in there. I really like that the props are not just billboards. JD Nation, welcome in. Great to see you. I like that they're not just flat planes. They have a little bit of depth to them, but still have that the pixelized style to them. And then they're not billboards that just always face towards you. In mine, everything's a billboard that faces towards you. There's no thickness to anything. So these look really cool. I like it a lot. I love the pictures. A lot of little just aesthetic things, and they're not all the same picture. This is not the same picture as that picture. This one I think is the same picture, but that's okay. So there's a lot of little details. I should answer the phone. It must be importante. Did you see the news? If you haven't, turn on the TV. It's time. Meet at our usual spot out behind the ice cream shop through the arcade. Okay. Do we have some kind of journal just in case I forget? Especially as when I'm streaming, I often forget what I'm supposed to be doing. There isn't seem to be a journal to remind me what I'm supposed to do. Just meet at our usual spot. The game will probably direct me to go there. There is water. I can turn the water on. Cool little particle effect. And it turns off automatically. Okay. Oh, no, I can turn it on and off. There we go. All right, can I turn on the stove? Nice little interactions here. Little pieces of polish. I really like all the 3D voxel stuff. Very, very cool. All right. Let's keep moving around here.
Good evening.
Turn on here. Good
Mysterious
evening.
illnesses and bizarre occurrences have locals on edge tonight as speculation swirls around the Havenburg Science Lab. Residents have reported sudden nosebleeds, flickering lights, and even unusual animal behavior. While
I think it's
officials claim
because I
there's no
turned the
concern,
volume
some of
down.
the lab's recent experiments may be to
The sound effect volume, it's a little hard to hear the voice.
hinted at classified biological tests gone wrong.
Oh, are they made in
The lab
block
is yet to issue a
bench?
formal statement.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
We'll
We'd
keep you
have to
updated
ask
as the
Bone
story
Bra.
develops.
Yeah, so there was a voice acting there. I'm not sure if I think there was an AI voice actually. Like I was saying, there doesn't appear to be a way to get... if I press escape, there's the options. Video, audio. It looks like the sound volume maybe needed to be turned up a little bit. Yeah, I had it turned down a little bit. So the TV had talking. Like there was a narration, there was text down there, but there was a voice. All right, can I pick up keys? Can I pick up the phone again? All right, I think there was a door over here. I bet, is there a toilet in here? Excellent. Give me a second, folks. Nice little, such a bit of polish. Nice little bits of polish here. There's a little animation when you flush. The sounds, really nice. It doesn't feel empty. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. All right, so let's head to our usual place. Unity Coder, welcome in, by the way. It's great to see you. If I want to go into the city, the bus stop is around the corner. All right. And of course, I like to just explore everything. Trash didn't get picked up again. I think I recall the TV being lower volume than the rest of the sound effects in the game. Gotcha. Yeah, it was really quite quiet. I could hear it, but it was hard. All right, so we're at the bus stop. Ride the bus into the city. No. All right, changed my mind. One thing, and I understand why it's this way. We have all the, so suddenly we have, and it's totally fine for a jam game. We had these cool non-billboard things, and now we have billboard things. And I'm pretty sure I understand that these are just much easier to create and add in. But in the house, they weren't billboards, and now we have billboards. Just a little consistency thing there. I actually don't mind, but it is something that I noticed. And so from a consistency standpoint, suddenly things feel different out here than they did in the house in that regard. All right. Welcome in, Smab. Happy third Monday. Is that happy fourth Monday? It's the fourth Monday. It's the third Monday if you count zero indexing. We're going to take the bus. Nice little bus. Loading. I like that there's a little loading screen there. I wish I had a loading screen. The game just locks up in my entry. Got some little peoples. This building's a sham. There's no just pointing out that this building is just a piece of cardboard. Billboard building. Can I interact with this guy? Can move right through this guy. Cool. Ooh, a gun sale. Or is that a GVN sale? We also got a food sale and a tool sale. I like that. All the words have a capital letter at the beginning and a lowercase at the end. All right, so we can sort of explore all these places. It's a nice variety. Yeah, so I'm just, I actually don't mind it, just pointing out. Okay, click to talk. Always another project. This is kind of cool. Nice little shop music. All right, we got all the tools you need. $50, and we can walk away from the hardware store. We got the... Oops. Yeah, I think this was also mentioned on the screen that there was a little bit of an interpolation issue down here for the default text. Cash. I got $star player stat currency down there. Crowbar, hammer. So if I want to know how much money I actually have, I need to open this up. Oh, it doesn't show it here either. That's interesting. Okay. I actually don't know how much money I have. I also I know I'm supposed to meet at our usual spot, but I seriously, and I feel bad about this, I actually have forgotten where our usual spot is according to the game. I can talk to this guy. Whatever's going on in that arcade, it's not just high scores, I tell you that much. It's not just high scores. Across the road. Oh, I can't go to the cardboard house. That's okay. The sign outside, they probably made themselves, but the inconsistency might just be because of different assets. Yeah, which is totally fine. I was gonna, for a jam game, that is absolutely, absolutely normal. There's nothing wrong with that in a jam game. Just pointing out as far as like, if we want to elevate to even, the next level. The next level is the consistency part. I definitely don't have consistency in my projects. What's behind the ice cream shop? Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Let's go behind the ice cream shop. Take them out back. Some shady suits have been hanging around the lab. You didn't hear it from me. All right. How do I get behind? Maybe if I go into the ice cream shop, I can get behind it. Closed. It's a rundown close sign. Click. Extra sprinkles, please. Arcade. I saw a little something with that billboard. I think up here. Yeah, there's a little bit of flickering up there. I don't know if you guys are seeing that or if it's just me. This flickers for some reason when I move. Perhaps there's just some Z indexing. If this has the exact same Z index as this wall, that can happen. Or not Z index, but exact same positioning as far as close to the player, the depth index. So that could be something that if you just moved, I think if you just moved this away from the wall, 0.0001 or whatever, it wouldn't do that. is my thought. Bow of duty. I like that. I would artistically call that flickering sign neon sign, but I am pretty sure it isn't. Yeah, at first I thought that's what it was. New machine showed up last week, but now it's out of order. I swear that one game plays itself when nobody's watching. Should have been duty. Foul of duty. D-O-O-D-Y. Don't trust the insert coin prompt. Sometimes it takes more than quarters. Yeah, I would think so as well if it flickered without your moving. Exactly. Kid tried to beat that chicken theme game and passed out. No joke. How do I get behind the arcade? Do not enter. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. I will enter where I want to go. Security room? Thanks for coming. It's time for Verdant Veil to strike. Our source inside Havenbrook Science Labs has confirmed a major experiment is about to take place. Codename Chanticleer. We don't have all the details, but it's supposed to be a big, and the issues plaguing this town and the surrounding areas are getting worse. As you know, an uptick in deaths, vanishing animals, and the sky glows and hums as the lab continues to expand. We retrieve the experiment, bring it back, and find out exactly what they've been hiding. Ash has patched us up more times than we can count. We need Kara to keep an eye on their networks and help get in the building. And Rook, if anybody can use their tech against them, it's a nanotech. They're in the next room. Take this document, read it. There's also some cash on the crate over there. Take it and make sure to get some supplies while you're in town before you and the crew head out tonight. You might want to check out the hardware store, the grocery, and the gun shop. Come back and talk to me when you're ready to go. All right, how much money do I have? Does it tell me now? It doesn't. How do I do? There was a thing. Let me double check here. It said something about some elements, money, for example, display the variable reference versus the actual value. I think some UIs are also reverting from default, not game breaking, but be aware. Okay, so it doesn't. I was hoping there was a little fix that, oh, look in this spot for it instead. So I'll just have to hope I have enough money. So that's an interesting. That's a tough bug. Tommy, you want me to wear a hat? I'll wear a hat for you. Welcome in, Tommy. Hope you're doing well. That's it in the stats. Cash, where? Do you see it here? It says the issue is it doesn't actually show the amount. It just says the variable name, not the actual amount, under cash. Here? Oh, yeah, no, I was saying, is there a spot somewhere in the game where I can see the actual amount I have, not the variable? Yeah, so it's actually just saying the variable name. Get some cash. I like the little map here. When you go to the shop, you see it, I think. And when I was in the shop, it said the same thing, at least in the one particular shop I went to. Ooh, this guy scared me. Target practice back there. I should probably gather the crew before practicing. I hope you're having a wonderful worst day. I'm having a great day so far, Tommy. I hope you're having a day. Now that you picked some money up, I think this starts displaying properly in places. Okay. Looks like something big is going down. You're the muscle, right? Leave the sneaky stuff to me. Let's make sure to gear up before we head out. The hardware store, the gun shop, and the market should have everything we need. The hacker has joined your party. Let's go. If you get scratched up, I got your back. Let's go stop whatever heinous experience going on. The combat medic has joined your party. I've got the firepower with nanobots. The Verdant Veil took control of the tech, taking down Nancor system. The nanotech has joined your party. Let's go. Let's go. I've got a whole party. Look at these guys. Sweet. Sweet. Look at us go. All right. I only bought from the weapon store, and I think it's shown there. Okay. We're going to go check it out. Let's go get some supplies. Pretty nice big overworld. I can tap and hold to keep moving in a direction. Oh, Oh, no worries, Tommy. That's totally fine. Totally fine. Nothing to apologize for. Let's go to the gun store. I need guns. Need some guns. I have all the gun sprites back there. I wonder if this is, it kind of looks like you took the sprite sheet and just put it back there, which I think you may have done. I kind of like that. You may have also just actually put them all out there. Yeah, this game's fantastic. This is the entry we're playing as Bone Bra's game. Let me get a link to it and pin that. We're playing Project Chanticleer by Bone Bra. Project Chanticleer is the game we're currently playing. This is a Dungeon Crawler Jam entry. Just like sprite-based GTA, it kind of feels like it. It seems like they're going with the heist. So one of the themes you could implement was the heist. What can I do you for? All right, so I do have 1,000 cash. Equipable by the soldier, medic, hacker, nanotech. Okay, so there's one that each of us can equip. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I actually, did I just buy those? I don't know. When I click this, I'm not getting feedback. There it goes. I have to click it twice? Okay, you have to double click to buy. Maybe it said that somewhere. The single click wasn't purchasing it, so you do have to double click the single click. I was gonna say I don't get any feedback there initially. Rifle. Who can use this? This is the soldier. Boop. This is the medic. This is the nanotech, and this is the hacker. Okay. Cool. It's like one of those little missions, but 3D with sprites. Yeah, so really cute little thing with the billboard characters walking around that you can talk to and interact with. Maybe you should avoid the police store. Is that the police store? Let's go to the police store, everybody. All right, we got all the tools you need. Let's buy a crowbar, hammer, and wire cutters. Okay. Mission directives. Outlines your mission. Unlimited uses. If I right click. Okay, so right click will open it. Access the. Okay, this is nice. Access the facility. Our inside contact will trigger a remote unlock on arrival. Neutralize data centers capabilities, preferably via targeted shutdown or controlled damage. The manager's office should have a key card somewhere to gain data center access. Secure the experimental subject dubbed Project Chanticleer. Deliver intact for internal review and so we can learn what they are really up to. Tommy says, I always wanted to make a 3D open world racing game, but with pixel graphics, but then again with the semi-decent damage model and super hard mode. It sounds really interesting. Why don't you do it? Why haven't you done it? We need the Tommy. We need it. We need it. Oh, I'm sorry. That upset my dog. I'm sorry, baby. Time and dedication. Fair enough. That sounds accurate. Okay, guns. Can I go to the fitness place? I can't. Oh, I can't. Fitness. Oh, I want to get ripped. I want to get ripped. How do I get swole before the mission? Man, game holding me back. Not letting go. The art in this is brilliant. Yeah, I was just commenting on it. Tommy was commenting on it too. It's pretty awesome. Bone Bra. How much does it cost? Let me put my ad here. Hit me up. Hit me up. Who do I get in contact to put my ad here? Let's go get some. Let's head over. Can I go to the police station? Oh, I can't go into the police store. This game, man, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I don't think your dog was upset, but I think he was excited. No, definitely upset. Did not like me clapping my hands like that. Also, why is Jonah Jameson in the game? Yeah, we need Spider-Man too. You ever notice the canned food aisle is always weirdly quiet? Gives me the creeps. My partner and I, we met in the canned food aisle. They jacked up the price on milk again. Might as well just drink Big Rooster Energy. It's cheaper. And also because I'd like to make pixcraft, I would work on old potatoes, as I think everybody deserves a good modern racing game with bad graphics and being able to run on a 10-year-old computer. I like it. Try the new Big Rooster energy drink. It's new formula developed by Havenbrook Science Lab. Support local business. In our entry, I was pretty proud. We have one of the enemies is a rooster, a little tiny rooster, and their primary attack is called Big Rooster Energy. I was pretty proud of that. I'm pretty proud of that. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought of that. I'm sure everyone thought of that. Get a sandwich, hard-boiled egg. Get a couple sandwiches, because who doesn't like a good sandwich? And need another extra. All right, there we go. We're all cashed out. Yeah, I like the great little voxel art stuff. I have a dream games I want to make, but I have a dream game one I want to make, but coding is hard for me. You gotta, you know, it's never too late, Nerd Waffle. Every time you wait to start, also Zuper Dan, welcome in. If you wait to start, you're just starting later and later. You're putting it off. You gotta get started on it. You gotta get started on it if you want to. Anyone can learn to code. Maybe you don't have to learn to code, but it's good to. I think it's such a good skill to have. I'm biased though because I have done it. I have once I get my ADHD under better control and can effectively use my time, I'll be able to do it 1 to 2 hours a day into my dream game. Cool. All right, can I practice shooting? It's locked. Maybe if I click, do you think it'll open if I click it enough times? Well, that would be a really funny little Easter egg that if you click it 100 times, it opens. Come on. Come on. I like the little, there's so much polish in this. Just look at all the details on the background, this guy's idle animation, all the people moving around. Nothing in this feels static, right? The things that feel static feel like they should be static. There's things that are not static. This is great. Head out to the lab. Let's do it. All right, then. Let's start gearing up and heading out. Our contact has made sure the front door is open. Excellent. Thank you, contact. We're gonna take the bus. We took the bus here. Can you imagine you're going to break in a place? All right, everybody, let's get on the bus. Let's roll out. They'll never see us coming. These four, look, and then these people walk off the bus. Look, nothing suspicious about these 4 people getting on and then off a bus at your place of business. Is that the Matrix running on the computer in the background? Correct. Correct. Can I go behind this building? The least conspicuous robbers ever. Yeah, we're not. What do you mean robbers? We ain't no robbers. All right. In we go. This game is fantastic. Fantastic entry. All right. You try to hack the keypad. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta get... Okay, we gotta get... Okay, here we go. We gotta get them all green. I don't quite understand the puzzle yet. I don't understand some... Alright. So it definitely toggles between when I click this one. Is it the neighbors change? No. Is it the one below? This one acts quite different from the others. There we go. You hear the door unlock? Oh, Leet hacker. Leet hacker, I did it. Someone left their ID card on the desk. Excellent. Excellent. Now I'm an ID. Now I'm a hacker. We could probably rest here, interact with a bench to rest your party. Lee hacker. I'm not a Leet hacker. I'm Lee hacker. Probably rest here, interact with the bench. We could also buy some sandwiches. I don't know if I'd trust a vending machine sandwich. Hard-boiled egg, if it was in the right packaging, I might trust. But a sandwich from a vending machine, this doesn't feel right. All right, in we go. An enemy approaches. Let's fight him. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You chump. Hang on. Where'd my... Oh, it doesn't show which weapon I have equipped here, I think. This guy's got some good armor. All right, I've already taken an attack this round. Okay, so we can do 1 per round. I don't know what those things mean. And our turn. Ow, how dare you? I like the feedback there with the sound. Okay, so this is use item. You missed. I don't know what this button does. Okay, so we do have some skills. Heal, our combat medic. Okay, but it does use whatever, our mana or stats or whatever. Lightning bolt. Got him. Easy. Easy. All right, let's sit down. I'd like to rest a while, please. Hey, my guy still has... it doesn't show down here. This guy's bar is not completely full, even though I rested. Is that accurate? That's interesting. Could just be a minor bug that this isn't all the way full. And I think then there was maybe some mention we can run. Did not escape. All right. Bap. No skills here. Bap. 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 Stop missing. Stop missing. No. Security guard missed. Okay. And maybe I'm just... An attack all button, like all attack might be nice. Not necessary, but potentially something that would... Since I'm just like spamming that a little bit, maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't be spamming it. For this guy, it seemed reasonable to do, though. I didn't attack all button, but it frequently had hard crashed the game, so I took it out. Gotcha, gotcha. Fair enough. Bonebrow, welcome in, folks. This is Bonebrow's game, by the way. Also, if you want to watch more dungeon crawling action, be sure to go give Bonebrow a follow. Bonebrow's been streaming games a bunch this week so far. So thank you so much for streaming the games, recording the games. I know for me it's so cool to get the feedback from someone playing the game, to see it. So guys, make sure to go follow Bonebrow if you want that. Super, super awesome of you to take the time to do it, because I know it's not easy to do. And it can be, but it is very nice. So much polish in this game, by the way. Especially in the intro area and stuff, walking around, being able to interact with everything in the house. You find a med kit and sterile response vest inside. Okay. It's empty. Tovino, welcome in. Congratulations on your 13. You know, yeah. All right. Lobby, data center, labs. We are supposed to go... Access the facility. Our inside contact will trigger remote lock. Neutralize data center's capabilities, preferably via targeted shutdown. Data center. But I'm going to do the gamer thing, and I'm going to walk. You see someone working late. It looks like a manager's office. We probably need to get his badge for further access into the building. Okay. I like the egg pictures and stuff on the wall. Bonebrow, I don't know if you heard me say, one of our team members said that we were really struggling to come up with a name for our entry, and one of our team members said we really missed out by not calling our game Eggscom, and I completely agree. All these deaths have no mentioning the launch of Project Chanticleer. Okay. Yeah, it would have been so good, right? Ain't that just the way so much gets cut because there's no time to fix it? Yeah, it's captioned. Whoa. Every egg is an opportunity. Bruce Malt raiding us today, you know. Bruce Malt raiding us today. Thank you. Bruce, how was your stream? Tell us all about it. Welcome in. We are playing Game Jam entries for Dungeon Crawler Jam 2025. This happens to be Bonebraw's entry, Project Chanticleer. I hope you had a beautiful stream. If you got it ready to run, no worries. Feel free to tell us all about your stream. An email thread discusses a particular group of children. It's called Brood 12, displaying coordinated movement, problem solving, and even mimicking speech. All the desks. An enemy's approach. Uh-oh, we got RoboCop. That. Don't need to resurrect anyone. We'll do an attack. Attack. Lightning. I really want a fireball attack that with the sound effect of the guy going fireball. Fireball. Current experience. Okay. I don't want to miss anything. We got to click on every computer. An email thread. All right, we already seen that one. There's the guy. We'll get him. A recurring meeting on the CEO schedule lists a lunch with someone from Nanovance, a pioneering biotech firm specializing in advanced technology and genetic enhancement solutions. I ran out of time to get the skills for the hacker and soldiers, so they do nothing when you click. Gotcha. Fight. Bap. 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 Lightning bolt OP. Fight. Bap. 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 Lightning bolt. Out of mana. Oh no. Bap. Oh, I have to click anything. Bap. 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 I have a problem. My friend has started vibe coding. How do I deal with him? Let him fall into the trap. Let him fall into the trap. They'll soon. Vibe coding's so interesting, because do I need to go heal? For what it's worth, you can get some really cool stuff done with AI stuff. For example, and maybe I shouldn't mention anything. I feel like 80% of the time I mentioned that I did something with AI, suddenly get like bot attacked, like spam bot attacked. This page was generated with AI. I just asked AI to generate this for me. I did have to keep tweaking the prompts to get it to work, but this took me like 40 minutes with AI. Would have taken me much longer without AI. That said, for a large project, it's gonna start falling apart. It's good at doing some trivial things. Let's go rest. I don't think there's anything wrong with vibe coding. It's just that's true. You do have to understand. I do understand the code. And I know what I want. I can say I want a thing that works in this way using this, that, and the other. I know the tools. I think it's a great gateway into non-vibe coding, is what I would say. All right, I need to not use my lightning bolt. I gotta save that for a tough spot. Let me rest again. All right, since I'm here, let's enter. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, I was clicking through all the computers. Probably don't need to click through all of them. A printed memo partially faded due to the toner running out. Reads, reminder, do not feed the orange tag subjects without psych clearance. See attached incident report. Run, does run work? I feel like I've never successfully run. And incredibly bad at things that are not usually on GitHub. I find it's really good at doing web-based stuff. I can't believe how bad in some cases. Yes, it's very bad in some cases. If you do mainstream stuff, then AI is incredibly good at producing the same. It produces like C-level code. Yeah. You have to pump your luck for run to have a good chance at working. Gotcha. I'm assuming when I level up, I'll get some sort of dialogue. We'll find out. I would like to have something for me as a player. It'd be cool to level up faster, at least from level 1 to level 2. There's a list so that I see that interface early on. I go, okay, there's this thing I'm looking forward to. Oh, I'm probably already level 2. Okay, there's a list of phones on the board. One is the manager. Call him, pretend you're IT and need to confirm his room access code. Pretend you're the cleaning staff, need his room access powered. Pretend you're his boss, need to get into his office. Pretend you're IT, need to confirm his room access code. Swear I get the call from you guys twice a day. Fine, it's. I better write this down. Fix whatever system is broken and leave me alone. All right, we have access. Nobody picks up. Okay, so we had one shot. It's easy to miss the pop-ups and the combat log fades. Was there a pop-up? So if I want to access... Ah, I see. Available stats 12. Okay, so it lets me spend them between... So as a team, we have leveled up. Okay. I think the best thing in a lot of games is just to be able to do lots of damage. Is there an explanation of what stats do somewhere? Would be nice. Soldier's a tank type. Highest target priority for enemies and deals high basic damage. Gets additional hit points from stamina points. Uses rifles. Healer with high wisdom. Second highest priority for enemy targeting. Has healing abilities. Gets bonus mana and healing from wisdom stat. Uses the Uzi. Hacker, high damage, low health. Gets bonuses from luck and dexterity. Nanotech, high intelligent, big damage with abilities. Uses pistols. Yeah, I have it open on the side here. Okay. So let me get that open. Let me get the full page open. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna move this over here so I have it. Increases basic attack, increases ability to avoid damage, increases HP, increases mana, increases luck. Alright, so I think damage fills, but basic attack feels pretty good. Oh, I meant to put it on this character. That's okay. Alright, so this guy is the only one that has some skills that are not that do damage. Remind me of webcomic. We must... The enemy from scoring points while we ourselves must score many points, yeah. Okay. Yeah, as soon as something becomes even a moderately complex, AI starts to fall apart, and it just keeps moving the bug around. That would be my biggest comment on it, is that the bug seems to just sort of float around to new spots in the code. Which one helps me? Increases ability to avoid damage, increases some skill damage. Which stat increases the chance I hit? Do any of the stats control? Alright, we just leveled up again. Do any of these stats increase how likely we are to hit something? I feel like it doesn't necessarily say that. We have avoid damage and increases some skill damage. Let's boost this up, and then maybe next level we'll know a little bit more. All right. Can't interact with that, which is okay. So I swapped out my entire binary buffers to use the interface as an extension. All the code that didn't implement the namespace extensions are part of now failing. Didn't think about that. Ooh. AIs can also produce different code for the same inputs. Yes, it can. Okay. So one thing that might smash... Alright, so I suspect you can still get through without this. Max chance to hit is 75% because lack of playtesting in dev. God mode made me not think about it. Gotcha. Let's go with 0, 3, 1, 5. It's just like... Alexander Might is right there. It said burning computer. He doesn't notice engage. Alright, well. Fight. Ops manager. Poison blast. Got him. Lightning bolt. Zapped. Alright, we got this. Poison bolt didn't last very long. I don't know if I... There we go. Turn. A little bit, it's a little hard to tell that I've already taken my turn. Graying these out, maybe they are grayed out and I can't tell. Making it a little bit more obvious. Oh, the character is grayed out. I see. Maybe, is the character grayed out? No, I can't tell. Got him. You find some big rooster energy and the manager's key card. It should get you on the elevator. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Oh, let's rest. Someone should make them almost black would be easier to tell. Yeah, I missed it until I was being critical about looking at it. Another thing is I do like that you can tap to move. There seems to be some minor issue with it. Let's fight this guy. What was I gonna say? The movement, because I've played so many dungeon crawlers, I always forget a lot of these jam entries allow you to tap to move. I think for me at least, the areas are pretty big for tap to move. And so I was gonna say, I do appreciate that you've added in the hold to keep moving in a direction. That said, when you do that, it does feel a little bit like less of a dungeon crawler to me. All right, let's go to the data center. Lights are off, I like that. I think the lights are off. The servers. The enemy approaches, let's do it. I've already taken my turn. Having some kind of, like, after everyone's gone, an auto end would be nice. But I suspect maybe we can still use an item or something. There's maybe something we can do. So a lot of people in our entry suggest, like, hey, you should have an auto end at the end of a character's turn, but they don't realize there's, like, bonus points you can use. And so that results in, well, yeah, we want to have it to end quicker, but you might want to do something extra. So coming up with how to deal with that in our game is interesting. I have to encounter it before hitting submit, and it still seems like a ton of encounters. I'm not annoyed by the encounters just yet. JD Nation, absolutely. It's really, I was gonna say it's really nice. It just feels unintuitive to me because I'm so used to tapping to move in dungeon crawlers. An encrypted data tab between some wires and tools on the crash port. Cool. I'm assuming there's no map in the game. And this feels like it might be big enough to warrant a map. Ah, gotcha. And I actually have that open up on the side, and it literally says M to open the minimap. There's nothing on screen indicating a map. And so now I feel foolish. Oh, that guy. There we go. I'm gonna have to be out of combat, can't remember. There it is. Awesome. Can't click on anything. It's just fine. I never found the map during my playthrough. There is, so to credit, there is it here, right? One thing that I think is important, anything that you put on this page, no one's gonna see. One way you can try and make people see it is make it a banner at the top with big text. So if there's something super important, so for example, in Cosmic Encounter last year, literally had to put this at the top to keep people from using the guard mechanic, which ended up working out for me for that, but no one's gonna, for the most part, people aren't gonna read these things. And if they do, they're not gonna remember, right? So if you have a really broken thing that you're like, okay, by the way, there's this one thing that you cannot possibly do because it'll break the game, put a big warning text at the top. Of course, if you have big warning text everywhere, no one's gonna read it as well. This sort of seems to be telling me there's something. Is this just a nothing special actually here? This looks like there should be something special here. The amount of trouble that caused from the unwillingness to read. You know, I kind of get it. Another part of it isn't necessarily that don't read, it's that I don't remember, right? So I literally read, and you can go watch the video, I read it out loud, the controls, I read them out loud, and still could not remember that there was a map, right? It's not necessarily that I don't read it, it's that there's so much there. Your brain can remember like 2 sentences, long, and then you'd have to go back until you've actually done the thing. All right, I need to get... this electrical diagram seems to indicate the power to the high-performance computing room is supplied through the red and blue conduits feeding into the electrical panels. One panel is here, the other is on the opposite side of the data center. If these are severed, we should be able to get into the north room. I'm going to take a screenshot of that because I'm going to forget. Slide through the red and blue conduits feeding electrical. One panel is here and the other is the opposite of the data center. If these are severed... Okay, how do... Okay. Is this the blue wire? The red and blue wire? These both look blue to me. This one looks like it could be red. Can I just pull all the wires? By the way, the other panel, if you pull red, it won't look like it pulls, but it does. I think it's the UI bug. I'm not colorblind. It's not incredibly clear. This looks like maybe gray or green, maybe a cyan. This is orange, but I could see it interpreted as red. Also, how do I get this to go away? Okay, so I have to leave the room. Okay. Green and orange for me. Okay, so I pulled the blue. So for what it's worth, I did get it right. I was just thinking that it could be confusing. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. I want to get back to... Oh, it's empty. I already got that. I like all the animated walls. It's so good. Right, can I get back to the lobby to take a nap? Go rest on a bench down here. Yeah. I wish, missed opportunity, maybe this is just my dumb sense of humor. You could have made the bathroom be the rest room. So that this would be the area that you come in, you click on the toilet to have your characters refresh their health, because it's the resting room. Fluffy Panda, great to have you here. Go ahead, ask a question. Go for it. I can't promise I'll have an answer, but I'll do my best. Click the toilet to rest. Number 1 priority post-jam, yeah. I saw Oblivion Remastered gameplay. Bethesda made it with 2 game engines. They used original one for the game logic and UE5 for graphics. How is that possible? Oh, I've done that. For a lot of my C# stuff, in fact, my entry for this game jam uses a bunch of code that is C# code that's not done in Unity. It's like an external library that you reference. So that's most likely what they're doing is they have all the logic. So in my game, all the logic for moving around is external from Unity. All the logic for interacting with things in the first-person environment is done outside of Unity. And then I use Unity as a renderer and user interface, essentially. I don't know if that makes sense, but that is how I have done it. All right, let's go fight this guy. It's a really good question. But yeah, if you can write your stuff in that way, it becomes reusable. Yeah, it's super cool. So a lot of my logic, my game engine's actually written in a way that you remove the floor panel and find an overlocking module. Nice. A lot of my stuff is written in a way that I could potentially, we can actually equip more of this stuff to our characters, that I could potentially use it in Godot or external from Unity if I wanted to. at another time. Hammer, wire cutters, big roost energy. Someone left his ID card, med kit. Crippled by the medic. Combat medic. All right, so how do I get back to this screen? Okay. Let's... Oh, did it just automatically equip? Oh, awesome. Oh, no, it didn't. Combat medic. Oh, that's not the combat. Okay, so it's swapping out... Hacker. Okay, and then Hacker already has one of those. Okay, cool. Let's go back here. Let's go. I know there is stuff that uses Lua in Unity. Not sure how that works though, like some dialogue stuff. Yeah, my game last year, my game technically this year has Lua scripting support. I just didn't use it. So I did implement Lua scripting for my game because I want to eventually make it so it's scriptable, moddable, and people can create their own dungeons. Let's pull the red wire. Powered in the data center flickers for a moment. Okay. Got it. I think we're ready to go to the next area. Is that true? If you pull the wrong wires, you get an encounter. Gotcha, gotcha. Good to know. That makes sense. It like triggers some kind of it felt like I should have been able to open this thing. The other one I could open, but maybe it's I can tilt my camera down. I feel like I should be able to open this. The other one, because I was able to open the other one. You pulled the red one twice, you get the debug panel. Basically, engine does not have to mean that it includes rendering, though I guess Oblivion, they replaced calls for rendering to call Unreal while leaving the rest in. Alright, so here's our way out. Am I leveled up yet? Not quite. Oh, this would, since you can move these around, I wish that this particular screen, when I open this up, this should probably just be the default view. Unless you're using UI scaling, in which case maybe not. Just having these things open by default would be nice. I didn't realize, because I was going, oh, it's too bad that these overlap. But since you can move them around, just having these open by default might be nice. Wolfeed is right. I forgot to have it remove itself, so it gets wonky when you get the electrical panel stuck for the rest of the game. That's a bummer. Let's go to the labs. Oh, I can't access the labs? All right, let's look around here a little bit more then. Oh, I didn't. Oh, there's a resting area here that I didn't find before. See, if you had if it was using the bathroom, you wouldn't have to add a little like lobby in each area, which a lobby in the data center feels a little weird. Another medic. Nothing here. Interesting. What am I missing? There was a room here. I missed this initially. That's creepy. Not creepy at all. Smash the battery with a hammer, yes. With the A dormant, you were able to give the elevator access to the key card and let them labs below. I probably should have interacted with that first. Apparently, I maybe missed an opportunity to talk to an AI. Really cool. Like, the aesthetic in this game feels awesome, by the way. Hotkeys for these guys would be really nice too, rather than having to click each one, just like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a little improvement thing, quality of life thing. Not really an issue. There's different storylines. Was I supposed to be reminded of Shodan? I feel like I missed something. Did I level up? There was, I think that sent. Oh, that was not a level up sound. Let's go to the labs. All right. The Aviator of the AI. You got bamboozled, Cap. I did. I got bamboozled. Some strange pieces of tech in this cabinet. Okay. The avatar of the AI, yeah. Okay. All right, so this one toggles those two. This one toggles those two, those two. Those two. Those two. Those two. I do like this type of puzzle. It looks like the only button that toggles this one is that one, so I'm going to have to press this one at some point. I got to think harder. So this one toggles those three. I'm super close. I need this to be off first when I do that. I need this to be off. Okay. There we go. Like that. There we go. The door unlocked. I imagine if I smash it, I get in a combat encounter, but I get in anyway. The room is dim, bathed in a soft red glow from incubation lights overhead. In the data center rests a massive egg, its surface slick and twitching with subtle rhythmic pulses. Surrounding it are pedestals, each cradling smaller eggs connected to humming lab instruments. An eerie stillness fills the chamber. This must be the experiment the inside source was talking about. Something inside is stirring. I'm out of here, man. Alright, so each time I enter that spot, it'll say that same thing. Yeah, that was our obligatory chicken. An enemy approaches. Lightning bolt. I need a run option. Olin, welcome in. Great to see you. Alright, we'll see. I think we got this. How you been, Fallen? It's great to have you here. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Alright, we got this. We got this. Unless this isn't even the final form. The lab falls silent, where once a monstrous heartbeat echoed through still walls and flickering monitors, now there is only the soft hum of machinery and incubation systems winding down. Project Chanticleer lays still at last. The team gathers the smaller eggs and the giant cracked one where the strange creature emerged and bring it back to the Verdant Vale headquarters. The eggs are studied in secret. With each day, the eggs grow rapidly, unlike eggs any known terrestrial creatures. Soon, signs of life stir within. Very nice. Always room for a little bit more polish, but definitely a solid entry. It's too bad some of those bugs exist that could potentially cause someone to get lost or stuck. Hopefully, if they do get stuck, they'd come back to the jam page and read and try and find those bugs. Very nice entry. Absolutely enjoyed this. Lovely, lovely stuff. Let me do a mark here so I know when we're going to end. I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to mark the ended. We're at 1:24:13. Then we're going to find another one. to play. Let's do a quick update here to our, okay, just going to be 1:24:30, like that. And this was, what was the name of that one? The Project Chanticleer. Amazing. Perfect. And we'll refresh. Oh, that's one of my top ones right now for sure. There's so many, I keep saying that about so many entries. There's so many good entries that it's hard to say like, oh, this one's my favorite, that one's my favorite. There's so many, the entries are solid. Every entry I've played is so good. And not tiny, most of them are not tiny games. It's great. Lime Blossom, welcome in. Great to see you. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Is anyone here who wants me to play their game while I am their submission to Dungeon Crawler Jam 2025 while I'm live? Right? Does anyone want me to play it while you're here in chat? Happy to take a request. I am going to take a quick break here to get myself some coffee. I am out of coffee, so I'm going to fill up there. I keep finding myself saying this is one of my top, but very many are starting to be one of my top. The quality of the entries are so good. It's insane to me how good they pretty much all of them are. All right, folks. JD Nation, yeah, which one is yours? One basket. Since you're here, I'll do yours next. Okay. So I'm going to prioritize people who are in the chat, and then we'll be going through and prioritizing people who have submitted in the order they submitted. So we're prioritizing people in the chat. We'll do one basket flying solo next. I'm going to get it installed, and then I'm going to get some coffee, and then we're going to do it. Yeah, very cool. Very cool cover art here. One basket flying solo. Go ahead and click the install here. Make sure to launch. Launch is no problem. Awesome. Cool. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to get some coffee. We'll be right back. We're going to play one basket flying solo in just a moment. Hang tight, everybody. JD, I'm looking forward to it. All right, we're back. Redoni, welcome back. It's great to see you. Jacob, also, I don't know if I said hello, but it's awesome to have you here. All right. Let's hop in here. We're going to play one basket, flying solo. Let me mark things up here. So that way I have it marked up. So that I know where the things are. All right, we're going to look at, let me mark this one off. We just did Project Chanticleer. Let me update the name of that video, actually. But it's great to see everyone. It's Jam 2025. Shant Project. Chanticleer. There we go. I'm going to put a timestamp here on this one. JD Nation. Old Coot. Mark that. Here, we're going to move this over like so. And we're going to mark this one as 1:31:10. And we'll hit start. All right. One basket, flying solo, WASD, QE, and mouse controls, resize, / full screen with F. Theme, genre bending, mixes dungeon crawling with arcade style point shooting. Sinking ship, the game takes place on a carrier ship in deep space. Chicken. Note, when the game closes after a conversation, it didn't crash. That's just the end. I ran out of time, blocked off the unfinished areas, and wrote a quick ending conversation. All right. Here we go. Let's click launch. Once upon a time, I ventured in the frontier of unknown space, fighting the good fight. Let's go full screen. There it goes. I love the art here. So good. Let me get my chat here. Oh, it does not like me switching the mouse out of... Oh, no. There we go. Maybe. All right. Now, in my twilight years. Rise and shine, Captain. Now I'm a glorified errand boy to an automated cargo ship. Morning, wellness check. Subroutine initiated. Let me move my face. Sorry, that's going to be... My face definitely should not be in the bottom left for this. Let's try the top right. As per usual, would you like to grab your radar scanner that you stored across the room via aerial propulsion? Well, I do have a countdown timer in the top right. Radar scanner obtained. Equip the scanner to get a heads-up display of your surroundings. Simply click your equipment box and select the items you want to equip. If you'd like to quick swap between the two previously selected items, then right-click on the equipment box instead. Clucking hell. Why does an old codger like me still need to run these orientation procedures? All right, there was instructions to do a thing. But I feel like all right, right-click this swap. Health level's optimal. Mission data has been saved. Now that you're refreshed, shall we run manual diagnostics around the ship? Why bother? The scanner says everything is fine. As I continually remind you, there are occasionally issues beyond my purview. Do you recall the recent walkway debris obstruction? You mean the paperclip? Yes! From 2 months ago? Affirmative. The one that I dropped while running manual diagnostics? Right. Back to bed. Captain, you haven't left the residential quarters in some time. Not a diagnostic room. Might I at least suggest a brief entertainment subroutine in the recreation zone? Let's just get this over with. Movement feels perfect, by the way. I would prefer the... Yeah, movement feels perfect. It's a little bit hard to tell rotation-wise. So I'm strafing here. I think I'm strafing. I can't tell. I actually can't tell if I'm rotating. All right, Q and E were rotating. It felt like maybe I was strafing. All right, I did get a little confused in this particular spot when I was rotating. I couldn't quite tell if I was strafing or not. When I'm off to the side here, it kind of feels like I'm strafing in a weird way. Now I'm slightly disoriented. Punch that panel. Blaster obtained. Just destroy the target and we'll call that a day. Dandy. All right, there was Confounded Worm. There was some instructions somewhere for switching my weapon. There it is. Okay, figured it out. Bap. Bap, got it. Voice acting initiated, that's right. It's a little bit too symmetrical. So I let myself get confused. There's a, I don't want to accidentally waste that. There was a weird panel cursor showing up for a second there. Which engine are you using? I think I saw, is this, yeah, which game engine are you using? Can't go through that door. It feels weird that I can't move through this door. Can't move through that door. Can't move through that door. Is it because I haven't shot this enough? Game Maker, okay. I'm a little confused why I can't move through that. This is a safe spot to take a break and record my mission data. Switching's pretty nice and easy here. I feel like I'm missing. The only thing you can do is destroy the target. The panel is a computer that can interact with. Well, because it's completely... I didn't complete the aiming system. Gotcha. Do I need to destroy this? Ah, okay. I didn't shoot it enough. That was a shape-shifting Gillinoid from planet Schlurpington. What? Yes! You can only detect their blood when it's outside of their bodies. Had you not acted when you did, the entire ship would be in flames now. I'm sure. How fortunate. Well, thanks for trying to make me feel better. I'm going to bed now. Good night, Captain. Night. Ah, okay, so that was the entire game? Oh man, that leaves me wanting so much more. That leaves me wanting so much more. Okay. Such a great start. Incredible dialogue. The art was fun. The interaction were good. Switching the inventory, the weapon was good. Okay, now it makes sense why I had to shoot that target so many times. Give me a little bit more gameplay. Okay, not a bad entry. Camera level, yeah. I think it's one of the greatest game jam compliments is, oh, I need more. I need more, JD. When do we get more? When do I get more? Give me more. Give it to me. Give it to me now. All right, our end timestamp is 1:38:50. That felt so good. I want more of it. Let's stop that recording. Yeah, way too short. I want more. It's not a complete game. So I'll say it's not a complete game, and that's the only downside to that one. Yeah, I get it. I definitely killed myself with our entry playing so much. Coding so much. All right, let me add in here. This was one basket flying solo. What's the name of this one? One basket flying solo. Basket flying solo. Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I did enjoy it quite a bit. If anyone else is here in the, let me hit refresh. If anyone else is here who wants me to play their game now, in the chat, please let me know. Otherwise, we're going to be playing Dungeon of Debt next, which is next up in our queue. And also, if you want to queue up your game, feel free to do so. !play to queue it up. You can specify that you want me to play it while you're in the chat as well. All right, let's have a little look here. We're going to do Dungeon of Debt. Let me transfer this over here. Dungeon of Debt. Mark these slightly different. Just a moment. Okay, Dungeon of Debt. This is a fun one. Cool. I can't wait. All right, our timestamp is 1:41. 1:41, because by the time I get going there, that's what it will be. Let's hit start on that recording. Okay, let's have a look, Lou. How to play WASD keys, arrow keys, on-screen buttons move. Use the mouse to click on buttons. Card game. Ooh, I am very much looking for this. I love deck building games, card games like this, so I think I'm going to really enjoy this one. I've seen some screenshots of this in the Discord. I've seen a few people play it. I didn't watch too much of the play, just saw a little bit. So I'm super excited about this one. Card game mechanics. Every card has a coin cost to play, and your goal is to reduce your opponent's coins to 0 while keeping yours intact. You and your enemy's coins will be displayed at the top of the screen during a battle. When battling an enemy, use the mouse to select the cards you would like to play, then press the end turn button at the bottom left of the screen. Look for the treasure chests in the dungeons. These contain spare coins and powerful cards. Golden chickens are pretty defensive, so battling them can be a golden opportunity to win more coins. Cards that apply an effect to the next card can be used at the end of the turn. Power up on the next card. Play your next turn. Very cool. Let's do it. Don't run out of coins. Don't tell me what to do, Wolfie. But this one was fun. Zuperdan, that's high praise. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try it out here. Let me get my chat on my second monitor. It keeps going behind stuff. This is Fever. I normally don't like deck building games. All right, here we go. Well, look now who it is. Didn't expect you to crawl back so soon. How have you been? Eating well, sleeping fine, living off my money, I assume. Oh, I need to hit the enhance button. Music's too loud. I can turn that down for you guys. How's that? How's that? Time's up. I want it back. All of it. Can't pay? Then earn it. You go broke, I take everything. You make it out? Maybe we talk. Now, could you please take the door to your left? I got more deals to make. Move with WASD keys. Use the buttons on the right. Okay. Turning fills. Okay, not too bad. There seems to the speed at which I'm tapping the movement keys. Not the way I was tapping the keys. Let's see, if I tap fast, can I turn around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So there is a delay on the turning, which is fine. It's just I tend to move faster in a lot of games. I know some people do as well. So another one where you can hold to move. You can hold you can hold the turn as well if you need to turn fast. We'll see if it becomes an issue when I'm playing. Hopefully not. Oh, no worries. Wolfie. Also, Gem and Face, welcome into the stream. Congratulations on your number 14. Such a pleasure to have you here. Oh, let me update our pin message so people can find this game as well. We're playing Dungeon of Debt. Dungeon of Debt. You can find it here on itch. Go give it some love. Go check it out. Give it a follow. Already loving the aesthetic, loving the music. Be sure to click follow Psy4 if you can. Oh, and I meant to tag them on Discord that I was playing their game. 1 second, let me do that real quick. Oh, they didn't provide their Discord information, so I can't tag them. If anyone knows if this person's on Discord, someone tag them for me. Let them know we're playing their game. That'd be awesome. When you encounter enemies, battle them with your cards you collect. Cards cost coins to play, but be careful if your money runs out. It's game over. You can see your money and enemy money at the top of the screen during battle. Good luck. There's my coins. There is a volume up here. Okay, there's a volume slider. All right, we can't. It's a one-way door. Nice. Okay. We'll see if we need a map. There is no mini map. Greedy Pot. Ooh, a little Yu-Gi-Oh reference here. Yu-Gi-Oh reference. This is this card's OP. OP card. Greedy Pot Costio. Just draw 2 cards. Lucky draw. Yeah, that is definitely a Yu-Gi-Oh reference there. All right. I have 35 coins, but enemy has 20 coins. Draw coins, deplete 5 coins from opponent, gain 1 coin. So I have to spend 3 coins to get 2 coins, I think is what this is saying. Steal 3 coins from opponent. Oh, I think I spend 3 coins and it caused my opponent to lose 5. This one, I spend 2, but I net 1. So I think that's what this is saying, is that it'll cost me 2 coins to play. My opponent will lose 3 coins and I'll gain 3 coins. So I should go to 36 and they should go to 17. Yes. Okay. So that is a 4-point swing. This one is a 2-point swing. And this one is a 1-point swing in my favor. So that's sort of like how I'm gonna think about it. I have 1 card in my deck, 3 cards in my discard, and so my Greedy Pot's coming up. All right, let's go. So it's showing me drawing cards, I think. Is that, or was that me shuffling cards back into my deck? I wasn't quite sure what that little animation was. Oh, those were the cards the enemy was playing on me. A little bit of feedback to show the result would make go like really enhance and polish this. So having little animations that show this number increasing or decreasing or a card playing, and I know it's a jam game, so hard to say. Having a little thing where it just animates this, the card shows up and it wiggles or something flies out of the coin or coins transfer between the two would elevate this to the next level. Not saying that, you know, I don't think you keep cards next round, so there's no point in holding on to any. Okay, gotcha. All right. Greedy Pot. I only have 1 other card in my deck. I might as well do it. Oh, I should have played a card first. I bet if I played a card and then played Greedy Pot, I would have drawn that card. I don't know for sure. All right, we'll steal coins from our opponent. Get the swing, this, that. Okay. Money change, minus 16. You received secret stash, gain 2 coins. Okay. Not huge on cards, but I love this one. I'm a big fan of deck building card games. I don't know if people know. I don't know if people know this. I kind of like board games, card games. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but I'm kind of into the whole board game thing. I've got a few. I've got just a few. All right, let's see here. Let's keep moving. I feel like the turning is a little weird. There was no indication. That's right. Welcome in, Prodigal. Great to see you. I like real life card games. Something about gaming ones don't hit quite the same for me. Gotcha. Could be the multiplayer aspect, playing with other people. It's about, I do think it's hard to get the interface to feel right. Okay. This guy has more coins than me. Let's draw 2, gain 1. Still. I'm wondering how valuable this is because it's causing me to lose coins throughout. Let's go ahead and use it. End our turn. This happens really fast, and maybe there's some way to slow it down. I'm not sure. Yeah, card games can definitely feel like they're heavily based on random number generating, like RNG, getting lucky. I think that's one of the things I like about card games is that there's luck involved, but designing a deck is really, really fun to say, like, okay, well, I want to try and get things to be in my favor. How can I design this in a way that the game will go in my favor? And so I can think about those statistics. Exactly. So I really like that. Okay. Let's draw cards again. Let's go ahead and gain coins before I defeat this guy. Still these coins. I'm going to see... So put my coins kind of low. I'm going to see if I can... I'm wondering if I am... I'm still at 16 here. Am I going... testing something? Gain a coin, draw 2. No, I don't get to draw that extra card. Okay. Let's still here. Do I gain 3 coins if my opponent only has 1? I did not. Okay. So good to know about that as well. There's still some unpredictability, but you can set yourself up for success. Yeah, I really like that. It's one of the reasons I love games like Magic the Gathering as well, because you can design the best deck ever, and it's still, there's so much luck involved that it doesn't matter. All right, we're gonna do this and this. This one doesn't seem to be helping enough. Still coins, gain coins. I don't think I like the one that costs 3 but causes them to lose 5. Still gain. Maybe I do. I'm definitely losing lots of coins now. Draw 2, gain 2, gain 1, still. Yeah, the cards are great. The UI is quite nice. It's very fast paced, which is great. See if I can regain some coins here. I should have just defeated this this guy. Gain, still. Still 1 coin, draw 1 card. I don't have an ability to like rebuild my deck either. You win them and get them from chests. Yeah. Oh, in this game, yeah. So when you beat an enemy, you gain a card. I should have read that. I think it said next card is free. So you play the card and then that makes it so that your next card doesn't cost anything. Something that lets me decide whether or not I want to add things to my deck would be cool. And maybe that'll happen later. Also, things that could remove things from my deck so I can optimize my deck might be nice as well. They said golden chickens are really hard. I wish I could save this for, does this save for my next round? We'll see here. All right, sleight of hand, still 1 coin and draw a card. Deck, still 1 coin and draw a card. Next card is free. Complete 5, still 3 coins from the opponent. That went well. Remind you of Inscription and Slay the Spire. I haven't done Slay the Spire. Everyone says I should play it. Everyone thinks I'll really like it. And I probably would from what I've heard. It does save. That's what Wolfie is saying. What do you mean when you say it does save? Let's quick swipe, still 3 coins. Still 3 coins, still 3 coins. I don't want to use that. Sleight of hand, see if we can draw into something nice. This is an interesting little creature to fight to gain a bunch of, try and get your coins back up. Still 1 coin, draw a card. Still 3 coins, gain a coin. And then this would finish him off. Golden Chicken, gain 1 coin plus 1 for each time you've played this card. That's interesting. Is that saying each time I've played it in this particular match or overall? Chief Grams, great to see you again. It's been a while. Everyone says it's really, really good. I gotta check it out. Getting cards for your deck does also involve RNG. It does not make it better. At least in video games, they only cost time, yeah, not money per match. Okay, thank you for explaining that, Wolfeed. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's steal 3 coins. There's no reason not to play all of these. Okay. Next card is free. We'll swipe. I should have done that a little bit differently. I didn't think that one through. I like games that let me feel like I'm making decisions, and that if something doesn't go well, it's my fault. It's my mistake, right? Still 1 coin, draw a card. Next card is free. Let's deplete 5 coins. Still 3. Gain 2. Next contract I got requires C-sharp, so I watched you and learned. Gotcha. Cheap Graham's awesome. Okay. Gain. And then I should get, this should break even, right? So I've used it once already, so this should not change at all, just to verify. Yeah, no change. A speed, I would like to be able to see what my opponent's playing. Right, especially early in the game, a speed slider that said opponent speed or a toggle that lets me click to confirm would be useful. I understand why it's fast, because otherwise people would complain. And once I get going, I don't know how many different cards there are. If there's a new card, maybe the first time you've seen a card, it will pause so you can read it. I'm not sure what the best way to do it would be. Our entry suffers from the same issue. That combat kind of moves too fast at the beginning for you to see what's going on, but later on you want those dialogues to be closing. So I definitely think, as the developer, as the programmer, I could have done a much better job at making it so that at the beginning of the game it shows and have an option for auto confirm that you can select so they start clearing out later, or some kind of combat log that I can open up and look in and see, hey, this was what happened, this is what I missed. Alright, we'll steal a coin. I should have played this card first. Alright. This is Dungeon of Debt. You can see it up there in the, it's pinned. Dungeon of Debt by Psy4. Overcharge. You found 20 coins, you received overcharge. Double coins earned from the next card. Wow. That feels like it could be really powerful. Cool. And for what it's worth, I have actually implemented a deck building game for a jam, and this is far better than what I produced as far as like interactions and quality. I feel like it's a challenge to get it to work right. 2-2. I'm not gonna deplete coins. It feels like this guy just gains lots of coins and I just steal coins from them. I should have used this first. Okay, so there is a deplete coins from player card there. Next card is free. Draw 2 cards. Steal 1 coin, draw a card. Next card is free. Swipe, gain, boop. Alright. Double coins earned from the next card. We'll still... I should have paid attention. Did I gain 6? I'm not sure. I stole 3, but it says double points earned. Does stealing count as earning? I'm not sure what I had previously. I'll have to try that again. Music in this is great. I love the little like tracks that keep switching between them. Let's. Oh, and it costs 2 to play. So this costs 2, but I'll gain 4, so I net 2. So maybe not worth playing that one. Deplete 5 coins. I don't want to deplete the coins from the opponent yet. You had 53, then 57. It was doubled. Okay. I wasn't paying enough attention. Still 1 coin, draw a card. Next card is free, so I should gain 3 from this. Awesome, gain 2. Pocket change, still. Draw 2. Still a coin, draw a card. Next card is free, overcharged. I should gain, I think 6 or 8. I can't remember what time I played it. Okay, awesome. I don't want to end this chicken yet. Gain coins. There we go. Golden egg. Curious DNA, welcome in. What is the fight goal? You're trying to deplete the enemy's coins. You're basically, you have coins, the enemy has coins, you're trying to get through them. So you win when the enemy has 0 coins. You lose, I believe. I haven't lost yet. I believe if you run out of coins, you lose. Ooh. All right. Still coins from the opponent. Next card is free. Let's deplete 5. And then we'll steal a coin. Still 3 coins, but we spend some coins. It's almost like you were avoiding to win then for a while, right? With the chicken one, yeah. The chicken one, it was like I was acquiring lots of coins, as many coins as I could, so I was delaying it to gain health, essentially. It's like, one, I really like that your health is also the thing you use to spend, so you have 1 resource. It's like kind of a resource management game, but you have 1 resource to manage. It's kind of cool. All right. See, like corporate espionage, I don't know what that did. I would have liked to see that card. Also, maybe on the itch page, put a list of all the cards so that we can look up what they are and what we have. Greedy pot, draw 2 cards. Let's steal a coin and draw a card to see what we get. Gain 2 coins, gain 3 coins, still golden chicken. Okay, overcharge, that's card earns double. So we'll get 4, 5. Bailout, I saw something, copy a card, something like that. I don't know what those are doing. Gain 2, deplete 5. Being able to look at what you have would be nice too. Just like little quality of life things that would enhance and elevate. Great entry. I'm absolutely loving this. I'm able to make interesting decisions without trying too hard, not thinking too hard as well. Still, this should break even. End turn. Quick swipe, okay. Ooh, gain 6? Greedy pot. That card is free. We'll deplete 5. Gain 3. This should net me 1. Okay. Yeah, there's some really cool looking cards that I don't know what they do that I keep coming up. There's like a still card, corporate espionage card. There's one that like, I think it said 1 to 6, randomly still 1 to 6, it's like a dice roll. There's one that's called like bailout. Gain 2. I should have used this first. Okay, this is what I wanted to check. Am I going to increase by 6 here? So I should, when I use this, I'm going to spend 2, so 55. I should go down to 53 plus 6 should bring me to 59. It does. It's still 3, and then it doubles what I got. Cool. Rigged dice is what it said. We're super close to beating this guy. I just need to get a good draw. Guy's at 9. What's interesting is this is I'm going to steal 3 and gain 6, but it costs me 4, so I only net 2 when I do that. So interesting in synergies and combinations, yeah. All right, I got him here. Deplete 5. Victory, Corporate Master, copy a card from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. Does this mean that I now add that extra card to my deck? I'm not sure. Oh, was that? Okay, I made it through. Chest. Another Greedy Pot, nice. Greedy Pot overpowered. Another chicken here. Didn't like you end up always playing all the cards. There's been a few times I've chosen not to, but for the most part, yes. The order does matter a little bit too. I'll steal that. So like right now, I'm not gonna play this card, Regathian, because I actually don't want to defeat the enemy because I want to keep building up my coins. I'm also not going to play this one because I want to keep building up my coins. I'm going to steal coins, gain this, and so I'm not going to play these two because I want to build up my health here. So if I'm focusing on defeating the enemy, I would probably play these, but these would cost me 4 coins, and I'm trying to build up for the boss or whatever. Greedy Pot. Next card is free. We'll net this. We'll gain 1 coin. Again, playing this card would have cost more than it was worth in this situation, so I'm not going to play this card. You're right, though. A lot of times I'm just going to be able to play the same card. Gain 2 still. And I'm not sure this is a good card to play. Golden egg, gain this, still. Next card is free. I will do that this time. Yeah, so like this card isn't worth to play right now. Cyclops, welcome in. Hey, thanks so much for playing in live stream, and I really enjoy watching people play. By the way, cards like Overcharge and Cookbook can carry over to the next turn. Gotcha. We're gonna swipe, gain coins. I'm gonna save that. I think I might be able to build up more points, although it seems I'm losing them here. Greedy Pot, Golden Egg. Let's steal a coin, draw a card. Next card is free, Overcharge, Secret Stash, Pocket Change. Great game, by the way. I'm really enjoying this. I'm not sure I like this card. So some of the things, Cyclops, of what I would like to be able to do, I would like to be able to remove cards from my own deck to optimize a little bit. A lot of deck building games allow you to remove cards from your deck or stack your cards. There's a few quality of life things that would be nice, but really a fantastic entry. Let's see what we get from their opponent. Golden Egg. Let's steal 3 coins. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish this fight. Choosing whether or not I want to get this card. So I don't really feel like I want this card in my deck. So being able to choose whether or not I keep a card would be nice. Because I feel like that card makes my deck slightly worse. There are better cards than that I want to get to. All right, let's try this guy here. Double coins earned, Golden Egg, Stash. Draw 2. I'm not sure I actually want to steal a card from my opponent. I might get a card that I don't want. Let's see what we get. Still, if it was depriving my opponent of a card, that would be nice. Let's go ahead and hit him with that. I wasn't sure I wanted to use it, but I decided to go for it. Next card is free. Sleight of hand. Give me something good. Next card is free, and then we'll peck. Yeah, I totally agree. Originally, I wanted to add a deck editor and an in-game merchant. Yeah, you know, so for a jam game, this is awesome. I made a deck building game once for a jam, and it's super limited what you can get into it, right? Being able to tune your deck. Getting something done in a week, in 9 days, whatever it happens to be, it's tough. Steal from my opponent, get this running. It's like, I would love to be able to get that golden chicken card coming through my deck faster. Greedy part. Next card is free. Still coins. Deplete. I think we're gonna do it. It's hard to tell. Sleight of hand. Net is the same. Let's see what we get. Sleight of hand. That is worth it there. Alright, we're close. Yeah, someone did point it out that you end up playing all your cards almost every time, which is true. The order is important. I like that. I feel like I get to make some interesting decisions most turns. And you learn I feel like I learned the game very, very quickly. That said, it's a little bit biased because I've played so many deck building games. Greedy pot. Gain. Still. I should have clicked this one first. Okay. Need more chickens. All right, this is the final guy. I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I have enough. I like that the doors disappear behind you. That's pretty good. All right, this is probably going to be a tough one. Greedy pot. Steal a card. Draw a card. Draw a card. Gain. Deplete. Chicken. Yeah, Nerd Waffle, this is Cyclops game. Double cards earned. It steals 6. I didn't realize that it was actually stealing 6 when you do that. That's really powerful combo there. I love that synergy. So like I still haven't seen what that card actually says. Steal 5 coins from the opponent. That card is great. I want to get a double the effect on that one. Draw 2. Still break even, deplete 3. Man, this is gonna be close. Oh. Still and draw 2. Copy. If your money is less than 5, gain 5 coins. If not, gain 2 coins. I can make this gain 4. Net 2. So this card does. This card's not useful this turn. But it will bleed over to the next turn, is what I've what we're saying. So I could spend 2 to save it. Oh no. Oh. So this will get me 6. This will get me 6. This will make them lose 6. Awesome. We're so close. Give me something good. Come on. Deplete 5. There we go. All right, we got him. Boom! Your debts are paid. Every coin counted, every soul settled. The dungeon doors creak open. Not with menace, but with mercy. You step into the light, pockets heavy. Heart heavier, you've outplayed demons, cheated fate, and clawed your way back from the brink. The dungeon of debt behind you, fades behind you, but the deal maker's voice still echoes in your mind. We'll be in touch. Oh, great game. Awesome, awesome. Love this one. Love this one. Great entry. Thank you so much for sharing this. Fantastic. I love this one. Let's get a little marker there in my notes so that I know when this one ended. This was 2:15:06. Stop the recording. Really enjoyed this one, guys. Be sure to go check it out. Be sure to give Cy4 a follow if you want to see games coming out by them. Cyclops, thank you so much for sharing this. I really enjoyed this one. Quite a few quality of life enhancements that you probably already know that you could do. But a solid game. I was able to learn it, play it, beat it without encountering anything that was like super frustrating. There was I don't think there was anything frustrating about this game. I really enjoyed it. Let me mark this here. This is 16 DC Jam 2025 Dungeon of Dead. Add that one to our list there. And this is by Dungeon of Debt. Alright. Beautiful. We got that one in. If there's anyone else in the chat who wants me to play their entry, feel free to drop it in the let me know. We're prioritizing people who are in chat first. Otherwise, we're gonna go to our queue here. For who to play. We'll play Knights of Tyr Ba'cock. If no one else in chat has a submission for us to look at. Also, if anyone wants to check out our submission, Fangs and Feathers, love to get your feedback on it. It does take about 2 hours to play. Some people it takes longer. Some people take shorter. Someone beat the game in 30 minutes. They told me, yeah, we got through in about 30 minutes. Most people have reported about 2-ish hours. People who seem to be recording or streaming it take longer because you're talking about it and discussing things. So those people who are recording themselves seem to be taking about 3 hours if you're going to do that. But I would plan for 2 hours of time if you're going to play Fangs and Feathers. Really enjoyed the game. That one was awesome. We're going to play Knights of Tyr Ba'cock. Let me go ahead and get this downloaded, get this into the Itch app here. And then we're going to ping the author on Discord if they left that for us. And then we're going to mark our timestamp and get going. Thank you everyone so much for being here, by the way. Really appreciate it. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. Here we go. We're going to mark this in my spreadsheet. Like that. I'm going to move this over here. And we're going to go ahead and tag. Yeah, they did give their name. So there is a spot on the form to submit your name. So they did tag it here. So here we go. At Mass playing your entry on stream. I'm going to go ahead and tag them with a link to my stream. All right. Oh, that didn't go through the way I thought it would. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Let me hit record here. Let me mark it. We're at 2:18:36. 2:18:45. The Knight of Tyr Ba'cock. Lord Gizzard Blackfetter, the Fowlin' One, stole the holy MacGuffin of Cluckenberry. It's up to the noble Sir Cacciatore and his trusty sidekick Nugget to make things right. Please note, Windows Defender might flag this game as it does many Godot titles. However, downloading a game through the Itch app doesn't have those issues and is the recommended way to play. This game is a dungeon crawler platformer hybrid. The themes followed were fusion and treasure hunting. Their first one is obvious. For treasure hunting, I hid an optional secret to find in every level. Ooh. Crawl mode. Let's take a screenshot of the controls here just in case I need them. Crawl mode. WASD, Q, and E. Space. All right, Q and E are turning. Good. Spacebar's a little weird on my keyboard, but that's okay. Brawl mode. The world of Cluckenberry is dangerous in combat. Will commence. Oh no, spacebar. When an enemy gets too close, combat is handled as a platformer section. Very cool. I love platformers. We might bust out the gamepad for this one. Open image. Yeah, so I'm mostly a game like Xbox gamepad control. So we might bust that out for this game if I find it very difficult. Left, right, attack, UI, and space. I think we're gonna be okay with those. It's weird that you use S and D for left and right rather than A and D. I'm not sure if that's a typo. That feels weird to me rather than A and D. But may just be a typo on the page. Yeah, this itch page is beautiful. The Cluckukin. It's a typo, okay. I was going like, that feels weird. Sir Cacciatore's signature move is the mighty Cluckuin. Hadouken Cluckuin. A devastating attack where he flings nuggets, destroying all but the toughest opponents in a single hit. The Cluckukin will automatically charge up over time, and when the MP meter is full, Sir Cacciatore is ready to unleash his ultimate attack. Take no prisoners. Settings, escape to access. In the settings screen, you will be able to change from smooth to instant stamp, change how fast you turn from tile to tile, change the main sound effects and music volumes, save, load the game, quit to the main menu. Known bugs. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of time to fix or find all the bugs in the short time of the game jam, and some unfortunate things slipped through our testers who definitely exist. Here's what we've found so far. Reloading a save game also respawns all the mobs. More an omission than a bug, but you have to use Alt F4 to quit. Cool. Once reach the end of the game, it just starts over. Don't try to save and load during combat. All right. Let's see if this is one of those games that I am able to switch monitors. Okay, it is. Some games don't let me switch monitors. This one is not one of those games. I cannot go full screen, though. There's no full screen option. Oh, there it is. Full screen option does not work. Okay, I have to press spacebar. Mouse, there's no mouse controls, it looks like. All right, how's the volume for you guys? Great music. Great music. Yeah, it's a little weird that I can't click on these buttons, so I have to use, which is fine. If I was using a controller, that would be fine. Escape gets me back, though. Okay. The last game I played used different control schemes, so my brain's going to take a second to get used to it. Perspective feels good. I love that it feels like it's on a little TV screen. Not sure if intentional or not. All right, great little billboards here. Movement feels good. Rotation feels great. If I tap fast, it rotates fast. Movement feels good. I can press to and hold to keep moving forward. I like the response on the screen here for the buttons when they get clicked. Little compass is great. This interface is gorgeous and amazing. Fantastic, fantastic stuff going on here. All right, I'm excited. Ah, good Sir Cacciatore. The world once again is in need of the brave knight of Tyr Ba'cock. And his boon companion, the indomitable Nugget. Outwitted, wizard, my mighty cock grows bored of your prattling. By the gods, must you phrase it that way? Speak, sorcerer. Right. As I was saying, your predecessor and mentor, the former knight of Tyr Ba'cock, Lord Gizzard Blackfeather, the Fallen One. Precisely, he's stolen the holy MacGuffin of Cluckenberry in a miserable effort to lay the eggs of chaos, if you'll pardon the pun. I will not! Right, anyway, he shattered this ancient relic in 909. Just use numbers already, pretentious gits! In 999 pieces. We have one which I'll entrust to you. Sir Cacciatore, you must journey to find the others likely scattered. Skip! What? Anyway, the peace you now hold will grant you the power of the devastating Klakukin, a move invented by the Skip. It said that. Skip. Skip, skip. You can't treat me like a generic NPC. There are countless tomes of exposition you need to know in order to conquer your foes. Skip? I have at least 15 more pages of lore to dump on you. Don't you want to hear it? Absolutely not. Very well, impart me more wisdom. This is hilarious. I love this. Very well, impart me. Really? Psych, go cross the road, you nerd. I'm out of here. Buffoon. You will not leave this hallowed ground until I finish my 27-part lecture. And yes, I spelled all the numbers. Have at thee. I'm very modeled of a mage. I am the very model of a modern major wizard. You're the very model of a major nerd. Ah. All right. You and I. Cooking. I am so glad there's that sound effect in here. All right, so there's some health we can pick up. I got a slash. Let's wait for my mana points to refill so I can Klakukin this guy. Can it go through the ground? It can. Bam. Wrecked. Oh man, this is so good. This is so good. All the little shiny deals. Except white text on a yellow background. Maybe not the best choice. You found a new monster. Expositio. Expositio the Long-Winded has served as the lore keeper of Tyr Ba'cock for over 2 centuries. He's not a bad sort, but given half a chance, he'll start droning on and 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 on about his hobbies. And thanks to the use of a spell he learned while being a gigolo in his mid-20s, he doesn't have to pause for breath. Seemingly unaware of social cues, there is no stopping him when he gets going. Fun fact, the term lore dump was coined after the sheer amount, there's a little typo, amount of crap this guy can talk about. After the sheer amount of crap. Don't worry, he's not dead, he's just pining for the fjords. There's a little bit of a weird blur when I scroll through this. You guys can probably see it on the stream. Of course I know Sidio. He's me. All right, there we go. He's not dead. He's just sleeping. All right. Nice little intro there. The text was fun, so it didn't feel like too much, and the way you played with the skip worked out awesome. He's bleeding demised, yeah. Can I go? Only forward, never backward. Besides, I don't want any more expositos. Bull crap. Alright. Secrets. I've been told there are secrets hidden for me to find. I can't jump in this view. Great textures. These are awesome. I found a secret. That's right, Nugget. It's so secret you can't even see it. Maybe if we had 4 or 5 more days, there would be a cool effect. What the devil? I just made it a weakness. I just realized that this is a squawking animation. I wish I had seen that initially. Yet instinctively, I know there will be one in every region we visit. I love that. That's awesome. Hilarious. All right, let's keep going. I found a secret. I'm so cool, I found it. It'd been 4 to 5 more days, perhaps. Yeah, for real, I feel the same way with our entry. We have a bunch of empty secret rooms. I wish I had just put a dialogue in them. I like the little, it took control, looked around for me. The infestering touch of Blackfeather's foul magic reaches as far as the once pristine forest of Tyr Ba'cock. The Tower of Tyr Ba'cock. What a dump. Excellent humor in this one. Oh man, this is fun. Look, I've only had 1 combat encounter and I'm enjoying this vastly. Hello, Goblin. You goose is cooked, mother clucker. Foul beast, not only is my goose uncooked, she's a double chicken! To the death! I keep wanting that button to be jump. The Klakukin I keep wanting to be jump. I'm gonna be accidentally doing that over and over. These guys, got him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. These guys are so smart. Nice. Nice. Excellent. Victory! You found 2 potions, healed for 6 points. Excellent. Fester Goblin. The Fester Goblins have infested the woods around Cluxenbury and are as mean-spirited as they are ugly. Don't be fooled by their exceptional weakness. They say their strength in numbers, and many a brazen. Yet hopelessly surrounded knights have been felled by their wicked blades. Another typo in that one. Strength. Little details that annoying people like me notice. That don't really detract at all from the game. I like the dead. I like leave the dead enemy there. This is fantastic. Give me something to hurt. Give me something to hurt. This guy's hurting. You're a joke, Sir Chanticleer. And your face is the punchline. Chop, chop. Normally, the slow movement would normally bother me, but I think it's the right choice for this one. How do I get down there? How do I get down there? I want those bottles. Really cool stuff here. Alright, I must have missed someone somewhere. For a jam game, this is just absolutely great. Great platforming controls. The jump feels good. I can change directions in the air. This is something some games don't incorporate. Slipper, this is your top 3. It feels like we have, so check this out. This is a thing that people often miss. We have we have coyote frames. When I walk off the edge, I can still jump for a brief moment. So this is something that makes platformers feel good, is you don't miss that jump as you go off the edge. So they even incorporated the coyote frames so that you don't feel like you're missing the jump. Let's blast this guy from over here. Got him. Sky becoming white at the top. Those are just clouds. That's just the upper atmosphere, Dragon Spirit. Intentional. It's intentional. That's what my sky does if I get too high. Oh, the little animation there. I didn't notice that before of all the blood squirting everywhere. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's keep going. I feel like this game, wondering about a map. All right, yeah, I did get turned around slightly there. That could be because I'm streaming, so I'm not paying enough attention to the game. I keep talking to people. I commented a while. It lacks a little posh. It's so self-aware, makes comments about it. I actually enjoyed it more. Exactly. It's being self-deprecating. It's self-aware, self-deprecating. The infestation is getting worse. This way, my mighty nugget. Wait a minute. When this thing squawks, is the guy in the suit Nugget? And this is Sir Cacciatore? That would be really funny. Is that what it is? No, I'm not sure. Is Sir Cacciatore the chicken? Or is it Sir Cacciatore the knight? You're a joke, Sir Cacciatore. And your face is the punchline. To the death. Alright, this looks like it's a repeat combat scene, so I've done this one before. Or at least I think I have. I could be wrong. I'm 90% sure this is a repeat combat scene, which is fine. Again, it's a jam entry. If it was a more full game, I would expect these to be new, each one. Hopefully. Or maybe a bigger variety of random. I imagine it might actually be random, but maybe a bigger variety of random. Make sure I don't get the same one so soon. We'll see when I get to this next guy. Just so that I don't get bored of them. Is that armor, or did you raid a kitchen for pots and pans? Outrage! Yeah, this looks like the same one I did before as well. I do wonder if I can get down into that area. Is there a secret wall? I do love the CRT effect. I will say that is a nice little touched CRT effect there on the screen. Platforming feels good. I think I've said that already. Really easy, which is the right thing to do initially. I hope it gets a little bit more challenging. New enemy type. Got a red guy. Must we resort to mere palette swaps? Have we so quickly run out of ideas? Are you calling a palette swap, you chucker? You fickin' chucker? This is outrage. Nugget is appalled. All right, so that is Nugget. That is Nugget. Okay. Slash. Slash. Nice. Maybe a little indicator on the screen, another little thing that just enhances it, says how many enemies there are in the area to defeat. That was a new area. Bellicose Poos Pimp. Don't call it a palette swap. We haven't used palettes in a quarter century. The Bellicose Poos Pump would like to let you know that they are not Fester Golems, Jester Golems, Pester Golems, or any other type of goblins, despite looking like them, sounding like them, living with them, appearing to in a battle with them. They cannot stress enough the fact that they are completely different. These little red cluster farts are always angry, probably because people keep calling them goblins. So Hat's a pus pimp anyway. So what's a pus pimp anyway? Man, basically a sunburned goblin. All right, thank you. Thanks for the info, now I know. I like the little polish there that have the codex as well. Is that a armor, or did you raid a kitchen of pots and pans? Outrage! Same combat again, so we're doing the same one another time. Again, not a big deal. The combat's pretty quick, but if there's, if I have to do this, this is my third time doing this one, and I don't feel the combat's not bad. It's not super interesting. At this point, I feel like I'm getting a little. This is my fifth combat, I think. Feels a little bit boring, but love the concept of it. All right, here we go. Keep exploring. More goblins, or the pus pimps. You're a joke. Here's a new one. So clearly, I have to use this on it. Jacob, thank you so much for coming by. Have a beautiful day, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you again soon. All right, we found more potions. Okay. Can I bypass these guys? Do I need to fight them all? If I don't fight them, is that how I get to the nugget? We must journey to the center of this rot nugget. Ba'cock! Ha ha ha, you're so bad, Nugget. But yeah, totally. Okay, so it looks like I can bypass some of them. So, after many hours, the noble, if someone foul-mouthed or Cacciatore, journeyed onward towards certain, doom, defeat, victory. He pushed towards a certain victory as he delved deeper into the heart of the corruption. Who are you talking to, and why are you here? Never mind that. Journey forth, brave knight of Tyr Ba'cock. Ba'cock! Okay. New environment with the lighting change. Nice. Nice little setting here. Onward into the dirt. Swordcatcher Thor and the noble nugget pondered the once beautiful forest, now turned sick and diseased. However, we all wondered if he knew that a secret could be found on every level. Shut up! That's right, there is a secret to be found on every level. Did I pay enough attention? Oh no. It's dark, but not too dark, which is great. Is this the secret? Secret tunnels. We found the secrets. However, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I must be hallucinating. This is the first secret we found. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Not yet. The herd of darkness nugget, perhaps the guts of darkness. Let's workshop it later. And lo, Swordcatcher Thor journeyed into the gut of darkness. The gut of darkness. Expertly covered, yeah. Can I just bypass the enemies? There is a new enemy here. This is the same sprite as Behold. Exposidio? Didn't I hardly beat the stuffing out of you? Sorry about that. Nay, knave, I am a different wizard. Then I don't have to hold my sword punches. To the death. You feel like a newbie seeing all these amazing games? These games are crazy good for the jam. This year's entries are wildly good. Just like so crazy how good they are. Nice new enemy skeleton. I can't believe how good some of this stuff is. Like for a jam entry, this is wild. Blammo. Yeah, just a little indicator that I haven't beaten everything or what has to be beaten still, what could be useful. I do like that you've added these little ledges in where you can fire enemies who are like in this little pathing. And the Klakukin makes the combat really fast, easy, non-stressful. All right, we're gonna skip this. There's a lot of text. No worries though. I love the text. It's been hilarious, fun to read. Gives me a reason to read it in a lot of ways. All right, bypass that guy. I have a bone to pick with you. Bone Spurs is the name. I said I have a bone to pick with you! Because you're a skeleton. And you're only bones. Are you rolling your eyes at me? You know, never mind. Let's get this over with. I think this is the same combat. Maybe no wizards in this one. We'll find out. Blammo. Don't need to go up there. And for the most part, yeah. So this was the same combat again. The mana spell comes back fast enough that it's not annoying to wait. I don't have to wait super long. I can just chop my way through most of it. Yeah, potentially, right? So I think, you know, for a game jam, it's just the amount of time. It seems like they may have just put this one together, and this is going to be the combat that we see in this area. Although in the last year I did see, I think, 4 or 5 different ones. Bleached bones. It said bone spurs earlier. You're a bone spur. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to fight this one. Make no bone about it. You will be defeated. Okay, same combat again. Ammo. Is there a second guy over here? I can't remember. There was. I think there's 2 skeletons. Yeah. So if these combats were maybe a little bit more difficult, it could be interesting to have them occur multiple times like this. to try and like get a reward, like beat it in this amount of time to get more experience, or like you have amount of time to beat the enemies and gain experience. So you'd have them multiple times potentially, but each time you're getting better at it, so you're relearning it rather than just going through the motions of, okay, I got to get through this, because there's no real reward for being good at it or fast. So that could be a nice thing for if you're going to reuse it, give some kind of reward for time or skill, something like that. Taking no damage. I got the skeleton. Oh, I guess this was not where I was supposed to go. Here we are. I think one of the key differentiators has been that people who had alternative combat systems were intending to use prior to the gem, and those who had to build one during the gem because they weren't planning on fusion. So the pre-built ones like yours are... Yeah, mine, for what it's worth, is I built a lot of it during the jam, is what I will say. But yes, I had spent a lot of time thinking about it before the jam. And definitely having played games like it before the jam, I spent way too much time working on the jam. Our entry is not... I don't feel like our entry... I love the statue here, by the way. I feel like our entry does not feel like a dungeon crawler. This one also, the movement doesn't feel... I don't feel like I'm in a dungeon crawler also. So something about the genre fusion does make me feel like a lot of the games don't feel like a dungeon crawler, because I'm just sliding through the world like this, right? So in a dungeon crawler, I'd be like stepping around, exploring. So there's something a little bit to be said about that, but I'm not saying that this isn't a great game. They were pretty odd themes this year, yeah. It does, the genre fusion adds for such a large amount of variety. Slipper, I don't know how many of these you've done, but I know in 2023 the theme, there was one theme, it was harmony, and a lot of the games just felt very similar, very, very similar. And there was like 200 entries that year. It's the half-height obstacles are supposed to be corridors. I've just, obstacles as opposed to corridors. Ah, that might be what it is. Harmonious. All right, let's fight this guy. I think Dan is regretting the chicken, though. It became too much of a theme, right? The chicken, same with ours, right? So people got really excited about the chicken because they thought it was funny. And it's just, everyone's game has a chicken. So what I will say is everyone's game does have a chicken. Or chickens are heavily a part of it. But it doesn't mean all of the games use the same mechanic or feel identical. I think people have used chicken in interesting ways. Like chicken in this one, I think is really, really nice. Thank you for the lurk, Dragon. Have a great day, Dragon Spirit Games. Hope to see you again soon. But yeah, I think when I think of restriction, chicken does not feel like a restriction to me. When I think of restriction, it would be something like 64 colors would feel like an interesting restriction, or a resolution, not chicken. Although it could have just been testing out that little bit. Chicken would be an interesting theme, for what it's worth. All right, I feel lost. I feel like I'm going back. Yeah. I'm not sure. We'll fight this guy. Yeah, the combat's not interesting enough, but I am trying to avoid it a little bit. I do like the dialogue is fun. I would love some voice acting. I killed my throat a little bit, that's why I've stopped reading it. I wonder if it had to do with the popularity of Chicken Jockey? I have no idea what that is. What is Chicken Jockey? Oh, that didn't kill that guy, or I missed? We're too old for that? Okay. From the Minecraft movie, okay. I don't think many of the people here in this entry, at least the people on the Discord, are mostly old people. Older people. I wouldn't say we're old people, just older. Cerebral, not running away scared, or Back to the Future style, learning not to be egged on into something stupid. Yeah. That's the cerebral definition. A scattleton. Alright, we'll fight these guys. Look, I don't actually... Look. Older. Not... I did not seek out the Minecraft movie. Not that it's bad if anyone did. It's just not something that young, old, older. It's older. I mean, we're not young. Let me put it that way. We're not children. Not that the Minecraft movie means you watch Minecraft movies, you're children. I think more so that the target audience is children, question mark? I am kind of younger and didn't know dungeon crawler games existed until I started doing the DC Jam. Yeah, so I'm not saying everyone is like that, but I think the general crowd on that Discord is that. And that's why I said I'm not trying to call anyone a child. Nerd Waffle, I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking now. Someone give me a foot to put in my mouth. I need the foot remover. Quick, grab it. She never heard of Diablo then? So I think more, in this case, it's like the classic dungeon crawlers. I think I'm going in a circle on accident here. My main project uses cubes. When I went to an indie dev convention, the kid walking by kept saying, "Is that a Minecraft?" When I tapped into the secret market. Well, the newer ones are not like the old ones. Yeah, so very specific style of dungeon crawler here, mostly gritters. What do you mean you've never programmed with punch cards? Get off my lawn! Am I going the right way? I am slightly turned around, I think. I think I'm back at the beginning? So I will say the trail of bodies was a good indicator in the early level. When I was killing things, I knew where I had been. So that was a good indication. Yeah, I feel like a little map to show me where I have been would be super helpful for people who are dumb like me. I am so turned around. All right, there we go. Is there a way down there? Is that something I'm missing? Or making the passage obvious? I definitely feel like I've missed something, some path. There it is. Okay. I think I got here and I avoided this skeleton is why I didn't go this way. All right, new combat area. The moment I had old person moment. Let's chop you up here before I fall down there. Whee! The pit of despair. Glad I saved that. The enemies are... Alright, there must be something up there. The moment I had an old person moment, when I was at work talking about my great niece, and a coworker said, "You mean niece?" And I was like, "Wait, a nephew has a kid?" Yeah, great niece. Uncle status, right? Look, this is why I'm glad I'm only 18 years old. Still got a lot of time. Still got a lot of time to be young. In my day, we coded by smashing rocks together. And we liked it. Yeah. This is, I would say this type of game falls into, like this jam, when people are talking about dungeon crawlers, they often don't think of gritters. But these are gritters. That's the requirement in this jam. All right, same combat. To the death. Yeah, the combat is getting a little bit old. I'm hoping that there are not... I have 10 minutes left before I have to get to work. But I am hoping that I am nearing the end. Not because this isn't great, but because the combat is getting boring, the exploration. I feel like I've seen everything this game has to offer. Right? So I feel like I've seen everything this game has to offer. I imagine I'm very close. All right, thank you, Slipper. I suspect I'll get there. And so I often say this probably because I'm streaming and not paying enough attention. I often refer to games that overstay their welcome. This one has not yet done that, but I suspect if there was several more levels, I would not finish it. But I want to finish it. I'm hoping this is the last level, maybe one more level after this that is a little bit more interesting. But it sounds like I am almost there. Oh, no. Into the void. Uh-oh. Found the hacks. I always called them blobbers, but not gritters or blobbers. I think blobbers imply that you have like a party, right? I didn't realize the distinction until years and years later, learning some didn't have any parties and some, yeah, okay, gotcha. Okay, so you were about to say that I just didn't finish reading. Here it is, Nugget. I feel like you left that opening on purpose. I hope they did. I really wish. I wonder if I walk out there enough and we'll get some dialogue. Onward to glory! Here we go. The Heart of Darkness. Wait. Aren't you dead? No, I've sent my consciousness through the aether in order to skip. Fine. Here's tougher than anything you've fought to this point. Taking her on will be difficult. There's only one power strong enough to cut her down. The Klakukin! Is that a chicken on your shoulder? Or are you happy to see me? It's a chicken! I'm not happy to see you! Oh no, what happened? Come on now, don't be so mean to me after all. Was that a double entendre? Or like one of your succubus powers? What? No, it's a turn of phrase. Now you made it weird. Where was I? Oh right. If Lord Blackfeather, the Fowling One, was your mentor, you should think of me as your stepmother. The one step you're taking is back to hell. Don't be unreasonable. I could cook you up with one of my friends. The only breasts I care about are the chicken kind. You can help Lord Blackfeather, the Fowling One. Wait, seriously, Lord Blackfeather, the Fowling One. Very Monty Python. I love this. I love this. Blackfeather, Blackfeather, Blackfeather. Fowling, Fowling, Fowling. You're no match for my lord, nor is your chicken a match for Black Richard the Large. Oh, God. Enough! Nugget, this chicken's going back on the barbecue. I hope none of my students watch this. Alright, here we go.
Klakukin!
How many Klakukins do we gotta do here?
Klakukin!
At least 2.
Klakukin!
This makes me want to do a like Mortal Kombat side-scrolling fighter style game.
Klakukin!
Let's keep going. Should probably just smash spam the attack. Doesn't look like it's hurting me too much. Okay. Alright, stun lock. Victory! 12 potions healed for 46 points. Cool. The head cluckubine of Lord Gizzard Blackfeather, the Fallon Henthai. Is the reason her foul master succumbed to the darkest darkness. With 11 herbs and spice, she makes empty promises of a finger-licking good time. Shouldn't have been wearing stilettos. So dark. The Heart of Darkness. No stalling anymore. Into the darkest darkness. Ba'cock! Started me facing that way, which seemed interesting. Alright, here we go. Commend you, Sir Cacciatore, for coming this far. It was a long, perilous journey. You braved the elements. Well, it wasn't so bad. Also, I forgot to find the secret in that last one. I am in crunch time, though. 4 minutes. My minions. Shucks, they were actually pretty easy. I'd say you endured temptation, but you grilled my chick. What? Now, that was a double entendre. Pretty cool. It transitions into the PC view to help connect the two gameplay styles. Yeah. You infested the world enough. It's time to defoul it. There is still time for you to join me, Cacciatore. Together we'd be unstoppable. Think about it. With the Knights of Tyr Ba'cock gone, no one will ever have to endure Expositio's expositions. Tempting. No. I will retrieve all 998 pieces of the MacGuffin you've stolen. Now tell me, 998. Where did you scatter them to beyond the reaches of civilization? Across the existential expanse of the Aether? The darkest dungeon in the deepest, dankest caves? Well, you see, this is actually kind of embarrassing. I haven't quite gotten around to the whole part of my nefarious plan. I know. I was like, Blackfeather, the Fowling one. You really need to get on this. But now, life is like, yeah. How's Black Richard the Large? He's good, yeah. Thanks for asking. How's Nugget? She's grown. She's doing really well. Lots of Klakookins. Nice. We gotta fight now, don't we? Things like it. Are you sure I can't tell you that? Why the hey, why not? Really? Yeah, I think so. Is that so surprising? Yeah, actually. I don't think the programmer expected you to choose this. He's given you the illusion of choice, but your destiny is pre-written on a script. Probably because he's dumb and lazy. Anyway, game faces. Your quest ends now, noble hero. You may have bested my minions, but I will best you. Investor Befouler, when the rooster croaks this morn, you will... Was that it? I'm afraid so, old friend. But all this build up to the ultimate showdown, I know, believe me. Oh, it's going to be epic. Black Richard the Large and Nugget, we're going to battle it out too, but I guess the gods ran out of time. There's an outrage, Nugget is appalled. Don't feel so bad, you won your quest. You're still a hero. Fine. Let's go home. I'll help you make fun of Expositio. I'd like that. Fantastic. Really enjoyed this. Incredible stuff. Thank you so much for sharing. The Knight of Tyr Ba'cock. Let's go ahead and mark that timestamp. Again, just some quality of life things, but it was very, very, very self-aware. Super fun game. This game, it made me laugh. I had fun the entire time I was playing it. The combat, and I think you knew this, was a little bit bland, which is probably a good reason not to have that final fight, perhaps. I really, really enjoyed it, though. Really enjoyed it. Great entry. Thank you so much for making this game. Controls were great. Very little... Oh, how do I exit? Oh, Alt F4 to exit. I think they said that they forgot to put that in the game. So Alt F4 to quit. Okay. Let's mark the end of this video. Stop recording. 3:03:12. 3:03:12. Thank you guys so much. I had such a fun time with it. This was so high for me because it was clearly made during the jam. I feel like so many of the stronger are extension of previous projects because of how permissive the rules are. Yeah, and I rate a compared style entry a bit more personally. Yeah, this was super cool. Absolutely love this. We got to raid out of here. We're going to find someone to raid into. If anyone has a suggestion, I suspect no one is currently playing entries, but if there happens to be one, I'd love to know. 1 second before I get the Knight of Tyr Ba'cock. Beautiful. All right, let's find someone here. I got to get to work. Let's find a person. Find somebody to raid. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's raid Jedem NZ, who is a game developer, does a lot of art, game dev stuff. Let's give him a raid, folks. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Remember to keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime. I will be back on Saturday. I probably won't be here tomorrow. I got a long day of work. I might get in for a few 1 or 2 games maybe in the afternoon, but tomorrow morning I won't be here. Have a beautiful day, everyone. We'll check in and we'll catch you guys later. See you soon. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, when we get there, let's say Happy Monday. That's always our raid message. Happy Monday. I forgot to tell people. For anyone who's new here, when we raid someone, we yell Happy Monday when we get there. See you guys later. Bye bye.